Will the captains for both teams please report to center ice?
All right, folks, welcome back. Almost sent to go for opening puck drop. It is SpongeBob night, apparently, here at the Von Braun Center, as the Havoc are wearing specialty SpongeBob jerseys. And hopefully the numbers won't be too difficult to see as the game goes along. Nonetheless, here tonight's the Shelter Insurance goaltending matchup. We start off with Braden Osipchuk starting in net for Evansville. 12 wins, 5 losses, and 2 in overtime. .903 save percentage. And he'll be opposed to the winner of last night's game, Max Malasek. 22-6-3 with a .923 save percentage. He stopped 29 of 33 shots last night. Tonight's Evansville Thunderbolts keys to the game are presented by Old National. And we're starting off with just a full 60-minute effort. Thunderbolts scored some goals and ended up not having the best shifts after they had scored, especially in the third period. They have to be ready for quick responses from Huntsville. Second key of the game, better exiting from the defensive zone. They got caught in the road end for long stretches of the game. They have to get out more efficiently and transition up ice. And lastly, they have to continue with the momentum for the power play. A slow start last night, 0 for 3 in the first 3 with only 2 shots, but scoring on the last 2 power plays. They had a better finish than the start. They need to carry that over into tonight's game. And another thing that they did well last night, so not necessarily a key of something to improve on, but something to continue, is the avoiding taking penalties. They only had 2 power plays against, 1 power play goal against, but only 2 power plays in total. That's a very good number. They have to find a way to keep it something close to that, because Huntsville is very good on the power play, scoring on one of those only 2 they had. Tonight's officials, linesmen are Ryan Duncan and Brent Lyon. Tonight's referee is Nolan Boyer. Huntsville winning last night's game in a shootout 5-4. 6th meeting of the season of 7 between these 2 teams. They meet one more time at Evansville on March 21st. Evansville has won 3. Huntsville has won 2. Big playoff points on the line for both teams in terms of positioning for home ice advantage. This Evansville Thunderbolts broadcast on the Thunderbolts Radio Network is brought to you by Acceptance Home Mortgage, the official broadcasting partner of the Evansville Thunderbolts. Face-off coming up to start things off. We're on our way here in Huntsville. Evansville has Thacker and Esselstein on offense, Corson, Hanoun, and Barnaby up front. The Huntsville Havoc have Kaiser and Beauvais in defense, and this is Dar moving up, and he is out with Kyle Sharkey and Big Baxter Cantor up front. Starting line is presented by Orthopedic Associates. It is Sharkey from the neutral zone. Rob Dara, cross ice feed and across the line is Cantor, far wing side against Hanoun. Trying to play to the front, intercepted by Corson. Checked off the puck, moved up, cut off. This is Sharkey back to the trailer. Far side, Nukovic for the middle. That one directs wide. Near side corner, taken back by Huntsville. Back to the blue line. Dropped off in the near side point, moving up the wall. This is Pat Conning going deep. Plays for Cantor and a save by Osipchuk, and he holds on for the first face-off stoppage of play. 48 seconds gone here in the opening period, and the Havoc already strongly in the attack with the first shot on goal. Tonight scratches for Huntsville. Severio Poza, David Nippert. Still waiting on the Thunderbolt scratches. Those scratches are brought to you by, and I believe they are, and I could be wrong on this, but I believe it is Sam Williams and Matthew Stoya. Tonight's scratches unofficially for Evansville, but officially for Huntsville, presented by Orthopedic Associates. Face off to the left side of Braden Osipchuk. Levy and Nukovic to face off, won by Cy Nukovic. Connon on the near side wall. Played it back into the corner past Nukovic, taken him by Piacentini. Had a goal last night, and an assist was the game's first star. This is Nukovic, far side. Played through the middle, nobody there. Off the near wall, hop taken by Plevy. Through the neutral zone is Sulliv. With Plevy 2-on-2. Gains the zone. Trying to split the defense, gets hooked up. And this one's covered up by Milesek. No penalty in the play. That gets us through now 1 minute and 11 seconds of first period action. Good chances, good rushes on both sides. Both teams will have 10 games left to play in this regular season series when this game is said and done and over with. And these 2 teams meet one last time on March 21st in Evansville. And a 3-3 weekend for the Thunderbolts that starts in Birmingham, comes home against Huntsville, and then home against the Birmingham Bulls on that Sunday. And again, the next 2 weekends as well have some big games for positioning for the Thunderbolts as they're home against Pensacola for 2, and currently Pensacola's a team they are tied with in the standings in points. And the Ice Flyers with 1 game in hand, they're playing in Fayetteville tonight, and that'll be a big one to watch. Far side boards in the Evansville zone. Jack Stang plays the puck away. It's Braden Helms. Out with Tanner Butler in offense. Up the near side boards. This one's held in by Brandrup. Again, starting to see Huntsville jumping up at the blue line. A whole plays in. Helms forces to the Huntsville zone. Goes to the half wall, handing up for Sutliff. End wall battle Plevy. Annabelle lost it, taken right back by Huntsville. Up the near side and out to center. Regained to the Evansville line by Butler. Pass deflected down by Plevy. Huntsville in the middle of a change. Alec Brandrup, number 5. This lead taken across the line 2-on-2. Chance Brain goes to play in front. No one there as he ran into real estate, taken by Zykov. St. Jones with Holton. Tap back to the line, no one there. Taken back to the neutral zone by the Havoc. Rob Dar up ice. Rob Dar, far wing side, plays it on goal, easily set aside by Ostapchuk. Around the far side, St. Jones will take it. Comes out with Zykov 2-on-3. Will pitchfork it down ice. Zykov on the forecheck, gets to it. Only need to do this often tonight. Now it's taken back by Huntsville, and out they come. Peter Sakalis, Philip Johansson. This one's worked into the Evansville zone, taken by Thacker and cleared to center. Right there is Barnaby, tries to get through. He may have a chance. He goes to the net, and did it go in? They score! Matthew Barnaby in back-to-back games in Evansville takes a 1-0 lead. Just enough steam from the Huntsville line to power to the net, and Evansville strikes first. What a great effort there from Matthew Barnaby. Nice feed from the Evansville line. I believe it was by Kyle Thacker. And that just leads Matthew Barnaby, who turned on the Jets and able to get there, and it snuck through Milosek. Evansville in back-to-back games has scored first. And that's a big start for Evansville. This goal for Barnaby at 2:41. Evansville's in front early. They have to keep it going, though. This shift will be very crucial for both teams. Sajnukovic for the center man. Piasentini can't handle it away. Like I said, the Thunderbolts are prone to giving up goals the next shift after they score this weekend. However, right now it's in the Huntsville end. Taken by Hanu, blasted in by Cronwell. Wait to find out what the assists are, but again, that goal at 2:41. Matthew Barnaby will get credit. And that is Barnaby's 12th goal this season. One of the tops in the SPHL amongst rookies. Entered tonight 6th among rookies, as he's had a really good start to the game. Had a goal last night as well that helped the Thunderbolts turn to points. It was the tying goal late in the third. This one back in the Evansville zone. Jack Stang frees at the puck. Corson, physicality rising currently. Cronwell with that last big hit. And right now Evansville starting to get the physical edge. And that's going to be a very important thing as well, as Huntsville was really taking it to Evansville last night at times. Levy up to the neutral zone. Lead just ahead of Sutliff. This one down low. Near side, Huntsville in control. Taken back by the Havoc, cleared up ice. This will be all the way down. Won't go far enough for icing. Thunderbolts get possession. 4 minutes gone here in the opening period. 1-0 Evansville scoring a goal by Matthew Barnaby. 12th of the season. This one up the near glass to center. Levy has a lead. Here comes St. Jones. He's got a breakaway. Jones, he scores! St. Jones, it's 2-0 Evansville. What a start for the Thunderbolts. A start they needed. St. Jones strikes against his former team. 2 goals in 4 minutes and 6 seconds, and the Thunderbolts are up by a deuce. St. Jones with a breakaway. Nice feed from Austin Plevy, who builds on his SPHL lead in points. 2 goals on 3 shots, and the crowd here is stunned. That is the crowd that is cheering for Huntsville. A large contingent of fans made the trip from Evansville, and you know they are loving it. And we are going to get a timeout call by the Huntsville Havoc. This timeout is brought to you by Bud Light. So again, Matthew Barnaby scoring to make it 1-0, and then St. Jones at 4:06 makes it 2-0 Evansville. While we have the timeout, let's see if we can't get the individual stats on the 2 goals to start off. But again, the Thunderbolts having a fantastic start. Still a lot of work to go. Once again, the first goal was from Kyle Thacker, 2:41 for Barnaby, 12th of the season. Kyle Thacker with the assist. That is his 9th assist of the year. And the second goal by Zane Jones, and for Jones, that is his 9th goal of the season. That at 4:06, so 2 goals in 1 minute and 25 seconds. And Evansville has about as good of a start you can get in the first 5 minutes. We'll see how Huntsville responds. They used their timeout early. That's a good move there by head coach Glenn DeTullio. Far point shot sent wide. Near side moved up and back to center. Here comes Holton. Thunderbolts look to keep the pressure going. Up the near side, St. Jones, ex-Huntsville 4, and has 3 goals against Huntsville with the Thunderbolts, including a 2-goal effort in the last trip here. Huntsville recollects the puck. To center ice it goes, worked back by Sharkey. This one lateral to Sakalos, who will work it in across the line, but back out by Thacker. Battle in front of the penalty boxes. Holton, now Thacker. This one trying to get deflected across the line. Cantor barely gets it in, but back out by Holton. Taken by Sakalos at the red line. Hands this one back, and this is taken by Huntsville again. Cantor will deflect it down ice and go for a change. Osipchuk stopping it out behind the net. Evansville a 3-2 shot advantage. They've scored twice on the 3 shots as Solstein will play it back to center. Piacentini double team, but there for the puck is Huntsville. Playing this one in was number 44. And John Chiavo. Near side, Kaiser shot deflected, blocked off halfway to the nets. Taken back by Corson. Out through the neutral zone comes Evansville. Corson trying to get through the neutral zone up the near side boards. Corson shot, same Milosek. Rebound taken right back by Piacentini. Out through the neutral zone, and Huntsville will dump this one in. After this one, first is Luminous. We're now 5:30 into the first period of play. Thunderbolts in front by a 2-0 score. On goals by Barnaby and Jones. This one trying to deflect to the front, doesn't get there. And the Evansville end. Hanu worked a free, taken Howard by Nukovic. Penalty upcoming, and is on Huntsville. An offensive zone penalty on the Havoc as Hanu was taken down. It is a slashing call, and it's Tyler Piacentini to the box. And again, about as good of a start you can get. We are 5 minutes and 43 seconds in. The Thunderbolts lead 2-0 and are going on the power play.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Thunderbolts in front, 2-0, and they're going on the power play. Piacentini for slashing at 5:43. This Thunderbolts power play is brought to you by the Hoosier Lottery. Jack Stang, Austin Plavi, D'Amico Hanu, Brandon Lubin, and Derek Sulliff out for the Thunderbolts. A big chance here for the Thunderbolts to really put the heat on Huntsville. They scored their last 2 power plays. Last night, this one taken by Havoc and cleared off the draw. Out for Huntsville is Nukovic with Sean Bates. Again, trying to read the numbers are a little more difficult on these jerseys. Peter Sakalis and Alec Brand up for the Havoc. Glovey to the near side boards, it's Stang. Drops it back, Canoe back up the wall. Round to the far side, pass Sulliff, far wall. Lubin can't hold the zone. This one is cleared. And again, got to watch for Huntsville. They've scored 9 shorthanded goals this season, including 1 last night. They are very dangerous. In fact, their game-winning goal against Knoxville a weekend ago was a shorthanded goal and the only goal of the game. So just ask the Ice Bears on that one. This one, however, is pinned in the Evansville zone for the time being. Huntsville on the attack, and here's a chance just wide by Bates as they nearly did it again. Evansville in a little trouble, now taking a nice Sulliff up ice. 1:11 to go on the power play, looking to get set up. Far corner Stang, pinched off the puck. This one's taken and cleared by Chance Braid. Thunderbolts get a change in progress. Minute gone in the power play. It is Helms, Corson, Butler, Jones, and Barnaby. Got to find a way to get some attack going, or else Huntsville's going to get some momentum out of this, which defeats the whole purpose of the power play. This is taken by Zane Jones from the center logo. Trying to start back of the near side. Across the line, poked along. Corson plays it deep. Race for this one. Far corner taken and cleared to the neutral zone, but retained by Evansville. 36 seconds to go. No shots or offensive zone pressure at all in this power play so far. Corson now. Far side, gets across the line, crunched off the puck nicely. And this one's taken in again, will be cleared by Huntsville. 22 seconds to go now in the power play. And again, the Thunderbolts not much going yet. Helms will try it again. Here's Corson. Hands it off. Up ice is Stang. Cross the line. Offside is called in Evansville. Stang fell down. Well, the first 5 minutes went pretty well, but the last minute 15, not so much. No shots and really no chances. And Huntsville has had a chance shorthanded in this one. 10 seconds to go. Face off in the neutral zone as the Thunderbolts look to reset. And you know Huntsville, fresh off a penalty kill, is going to be coming out even stronger than ever, trying to cut into this lead. Off the draw, it's taken again by Huntsville. They were dominant in the face-off circle last night, and so far have done so again. Far side Johansson in the Evansville zone, short-handed again, out of the box now is Piacentini, back to even strength. Evansville 0 for 1, no shots. 5 on 5 now. This is Sullivan of the near boards. Going to handle the pass, Plovey takes it. Trying to hold off Baxter Cantor in the neutral zone, feeds it back to Butler. From the neutral zone, 8 minutes gone here in the opening period, and still a 2-0 lead for Evansville. Deep in the Huntsville zone, Sulla presses, taken by Stang, forecheck in effect. Stang back into the corner, Derek Sutliff goes to the outside, still in the corner, fed to Holton, couldn't get a shot away. Puck battle for in the mid-slot, taken away by Huntsville. Near side boards battle, held in by Thacker. However, he's forced back to the neutral zone. Tipped along, but made its way to Asselstein. Turned in from the red line, off a Huntsville stick to the near side corner, Zykov. Able to get to this one. Here's Holton, near side. Turnaround shot, that one's blocked off by Max Milosek. From the opposite side of the net, this one cleared and now worked up by Nukovic. It's a chance going, but it's sent wide as Nukovic was able to deflect it away. It roamed just away from Nukovic. In the neutral zone, starting back in is Nukovic again. For the middleman, Piacentini couldn't handle the pass. And this one's cleared again to the neutral zone. 9 minutes gone in the opening period, taken now again by Nukovic. Turn back up the near side boards, Piacentini. Cross the line, plays it down low. Stopped down partially, but gets to the far corner. Now behind the net, Schiavo. Hands it off to the net front, and a save by Ostapchuk off of Nukovic, who can't believe it. Big save there for Braden Ostapchuk. Shots are 5-3 Evansville, and it's still a 2-0 lead for the Thunderbolts, and the shots are now 5-4 Evansville. To be precise, 9:09 gone in the period. So in case you missed it, Barnaby's goal, 12th of the season at 2:41 from Kyle Thacker. St. Jones at 4:06 from Plovey and Helms. Makes it 2-0. Thunderbolts not much going on the power play. We're back to 5 aside. A very busy first 9 minutes and 9 seconds. Right side of Ostapchuk, it'll be Barnaby and Bates for the face-off. Barnaby, Corson, Hanoun up front once again with Helms and Butler in offense. This one worked away and taken away by Barnaby. Big face-off battle here. Lead for Corson up the near side. Goes to the hash marks and shoots. It's out of play. Deflected out as he went hard on the corner boards on the collision. And Corson is down and shaken up. He went awkwardly into the boards and might be hurt here. And obviously he is hurt to some extent, but right now, he went in very awkwardly, and my hope was that he just had the wind knocked out of him. But he is not getting up, and now trainer Darcy Weir will come out off the bench for Evansville. It was tied up going to the near side corner boards. There was no penalty on the play. It looked to me that he was hauled down. But again, the officials had the best view of anybody. So now what became a stunned silence here in this building turns into complete silence while Corson is tended to on the ice. While we have a brief delay with Corson being tended to on the ice, let's go and take a look around the SPHL presented by the Edge Body Boot Camp. 3 other games tonight around the league. We start off with Fayetteville and Pensacola. That one is the biggest game in terms of positioning for the Thunderbolts. In Huntsville, currently no score. 8 minutes into the opening period of play in Pensacola. Currently the goaltenders Blake Wojtala, 5 saves, and Stephen Klein of the Ice Flyers yet to see a shot. Next score is Quad City. They have a 1-0 lead on Roanoke. That one is early in the first period. Stephen Gall at 4:33 from Kramer, and Caleb Ford is the goal scored. Austin Rodebush in nets for Roanoke. Ryan Mulder for the Storm, 3 shots aside. Lastly, Peoria Birmingham. That one is a no-score contest. 3 minutes in the opening period. And the goaltenders in that one are Art Bry and Zach Quinn. 1 shot on goal and a stop by Art Bry. Double Thunderbolts still in that corner as Corson is helped up to his skates, and Huntsville's Nolan Kaiser is there as well. And Huntsville's trainer as well to stand by in a good show of sportsmanship for Nolan Kaiser. As Corson will get helped out, he's going off mostly on his own power with help from D'Amico Hanoun at his side. He'll make his way back to the bench, and we'll wait and see what happens. The good news for the initial moments as he is on the bench. Does not appear to be at this moment leaving the bench. And again, that's a very good sign. A very good sign that he's able to get off after mostly his own power, and a good sign that he's still on the bench. And again, we will watch to see how that progresses. And certainly we hope that Corson is okay. And a very awkward collision into the boards. Still being tended to. We'll watch as this goes along. We'll see how the Thunderbolts respond to this. Butler from the point. Shot saved. Miles second. We'll have another rebound. Stops with 10:36 to go in the period. Shots are now 6-4 for Evansville with a 2-0 lead. And right now, Corson is the big talking points. Still being tended to by trainer Darcy Weirtz on the bench. And the face-off in the Huntsville zone. One back, but battled away by Bates, and out comes Huntsville. This one moved through the neutral zone to the near side boards. Butler takes it, moves up to Sulliff. This one back to center Rice, held out in the line. Kept on line by Brandup, taken back by Butler and cleared. This one worked across Helms in the Evansville zone. Hands it off to Butler as Huntsville intercepted nearly, but worked off the stick of a Huntsville forechecker. Taken by Helms, back across the line, works it to the corner. And after this one against Peter Sakalis, who won the battle, Sean Bates heading across, and here comes Huntsville playing to center, but cut off by Plevy. And taken by Cronwall in the neutral zone. It was a scratch last night. This one off the inboards as he and Bates came together. Ryan Ruff in the neutral zone. This one deflects back into the Evansville end. Brandon Lubin goes back for it. Cronwall deflected down ice by Zane Jones. Icing none. Now past the halfway point of the period, up the near side boards. Big hit there by Cronwall. That was on Chance Bray. This one's played back in the Evansville zone, taken by Lubin. 9:29 to go here in the opening period. Thunderbolts in front 2-0. Some end-to-end play here in this past minutes. Turn back to the Evansville line. Lubin works it ahead. St. Jones. And this one stopped down on a whistle, and I think we got a penalty upcoming. Or actually, no, we got a whistle, and it was called by the referee as the face-off is in the at the Evansville line, but outside the zone. We'll have a quick media timeout, and currently Noah Corson is still on the bench. We'll watch that as things continue.
What happens when we harness the power of the sun? We generate clean, renewable energy to power our region. Through Vectron's new state-of-the-art 50-megawatt solar farm in southwestern Indiana, we're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business. Vectron Solar Farm will join a new natural gas power plant in Posey County, as well as wind, coal, and landfill gas to round out the sustainable energy powering your life. It's all part of your smart energy future.
9:18 to go, and Noah Corson has gone down the tunnel. He has gone back to the Evansville locker room and is being tended to, and that's not good. We'll watch and see if he's able to come back in this game. Meanwhile, the Thunderbolts still lead up 2-0 halfway through the period. Taken by Huntsville, Dara. Near side, Chance Braid. Shot save, Ostapchuk. Taken on the rebound by Kyle Thacker. Up the far side, St. Jones. Pass ahead of Holton. Taken back in the neutral zone by Huntsville. Dumped in, but taken right back out by St. Jones. Lead for Zykov trying to poke it ahead. Nearly got past the defenseman of Johansson, but couldn't. Neutral zone battle deflected back across the line by Thacker. Taken by Zykov. Nearly a chance, but couldn't handle the puck. Back to the line. Taken by Dara. University of Vermont product up to the near side. Huntsville back in the attack. Sharkey the handoffs. Johansson shoots. That one stopped. Hops in the line. That one's loose, and it's on the goal line and held out by Ostapchuk. A great save by Braden Ostapchuk as that one was behind him, but did not cross the goal line. And that may be Ostapchuk's best shot stopped here in this first period of play. 8:33 to go here in the first period. And that keeps Evansville up by 2. Face-off stays in the Evansville zone. Barnaby, who's now on the line with D'Amico Hanoun and Sam Williams, who I thought was a scratch tonight, but he's in the lineup after all. My apologies. This is taken by Cronwall, far side boards. Held in, Barnaby. Hanoun. Far side battle to hold the zone. It's turned back into the far corner of the Evansville end. Piacentini down low, Schiavo. Battling with Lubin, near side corner. Far side corner now. This is Nukovic. Going back to the blue line. Turns it on goal. That one redirected wide. Loose puck. Unable to get there on goal. Was a Huntsville checker there on Scott Trask. Lubin, far boards and outs. Hanoun 2-on-2. Up ice with Sam Williams. Ex-Birmingham Bull and Pensacola Ice Flyer. He's decked down. A penalty upcoming in Huntsville as Hanoun was taken out well away from the puck. It's a penalty on Huntsville. It was Sam Williams with the puck, but Hanoun was the other man, and he was held up by the Huntsville defender. And this will turn into Evansville's second power play chance. However, Hanoun might be going as well. Looks that's the case, so it'll be Beauvais for the Havoc and Hanoun for Evansville. It is a holding penalty, I believe, on both sides, so this will be even manpower. Penalties at 12:15 to Beauvais and Hanoun. So there will not be a power play for Evansville or for Huntsville. Let's see if it's a 4-on-4. It appears to be so. Blavy Sulliff will be out with Helms and Thacker. The Thunderbolts will be opposed by Pat Condon. Looks like Alec Brandrup, Kyle Sharkey, and Sean Bates. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Again, penalties with 7:45 to go in the period. Bates and Plevy for the face-off. First 4-on-4 we've seen this weekend. Off the draw, it's worked to the outside and taken by Huntsville. This is taken by Sean Bates now. Hands it off on the end boards by Brandrup, looking for an exit lane. It'll be turned up the near side for Sean Bates. So interference on Beauvais, holding on Hanoun to the penalties at 12:15. This one deflected wide of the Evansville net. Elms far side now through the neutral zone. 3-on-3. Far side played it to himself against Brandrup all the way to the corner boards. Down low, Condon jumped on by Sullivan, but taken right back by Sean Bates. Up ice for Huntsville. Stays in his own zone. Huntsville will change, so will Evansville. 7:05 to go in the opening frame. 1:20 to go in the 4-on-4. Thunderbolts lead 2-0. Dari hands off. Condon across the line, however, offside on the play. By the way, should mention, Brandon Lubin playing his 127th game in a Thunderbolts uniform tonight, and that is a tie for the most in franchise history with Frank Schumacher. 127, so if he plays next weekend at home, will become the new Thunderbolts franchise leader in games played, and very fittingly named the captain for this weekend and beyond. 6th captain in Thunderbolts franchise history. And so a big milestone and a couple other milestones coming up as well next weekend. Some exciting action coming up back at the Ford Center against Pensacola. Meanwhile, as play continues here, this one's in the neutral zone by Barnaby. Knocked down, got back up, taken by Johansson. Going for a quick change is Zykov. Johansson turns back, moves it up to the red line. Now on the near side, Nukovic entering. 3-on-3, Nukovic the drop to the near side. Backhand shot set aside by Osipchuk. Far boards, Barnaby. Hands up, here comes Zane Jones in a 1-on-1, and Lubin joins the rush. Zane Jones far side, quick shot, St. Malasek. Rebound, that one's back to the far point, held in by Plevy. Sends it back to the net just wide. Zane Jones near side, forecheck going to work here for Evansville. Here's Helms, final 10 seconds of the 4-on-4. To the net front, he shoots, he scores! Braden Helms makes it 3-0. Just going to the net front was Braden Helms between two Huntsville defenders who were caught standing still, and a quick shot beats Milesek downstairs. And Evansville has taken a 3-0 lead. This goal at 14-12 as he just curled it on goal, and Milesek slid a little too far. With 4 seconds left in the 4-on-4. And a huge goal for Evansville. That'll be Helms' 8th goal of the season. That actually puts him in a tie, I believe. It does, for the most goals by a rookie defenseman in the SPHL this year. That's Phil Johansson of the Havoc. So that tie for the rookie defenseman lead with 8 goals. And Evansville has taken a 3-0 lead. This has been a very good first period for Evansville. This is Schiavo down low. Back on the attack is Huntsville. Back to five-a-side hockey. Thunderbolt fell down. It was a clean play. This is taken by Jack Stang on the back check. Here's Derek Sulliff. Sending it back to center. Plovey trying to move it along. Can't, but taken by Stang across the line near side. Stang drops it. Plovey to the middle. Down one of Ainsey, recipient, and Derek Sulliff. Back to the way comes Huntsville. 2 men in front and 2 back for Evansville. Quick shot was set aside by Osipchuk. Good defensive coverage on that rush. Taken back by Trask near side of the net front. Blocked off. Loose puck poked away nicely by Asselstein. Good positioning there for Brandon Asselstein. Sulliff will play this one deep. This will be iced by Evansville and called with 4:46 to go, but a smart play as they'll have immediate timeout to rest. The Thunderbolts lead with 4:46 to go. It's 3-0 as Braden Helms extends the lead.
We're WOW. We're for streaming, surfing, and gaming. We're for dog dudes and cat video ladies. We're for the tech savvy and the tech curious. We're for wonderful Wi-Fi and endless entertainment. We're for date nights, late nights, game nights. We're for every night. We're for bringing you high-speed internet, a helping hand, and a high five to top it all off. We're WOW, and we're for all.
4:46 to go in the opening period. Goals by Barnaby, Jones, and Helms have given Evansville a 3-0 lead here with 4:46 to go in the opening period. Right now, the status of Noah Corson still up in the air. He went down the tunnel to the Evansville locker room, has not returned. If he's able to return, we will update. A big final 5 minutes of this first period. We'll see if the Thunderbolts can hold off Huntsville. Sean Bates and Plovey for the faceoff. Taken by Evansville. Thacker will clear. Off the glove of Beauvais from the red line. Played from the neutral zone, set aside by Osipchuk. To the far side, Asselstein. Off the boards and hard and out. This will roll down ice. Icing will be waved off. Good play there by Asselstein again. Hard and out. Near side, taken back at the Evansville line by Thacker and across to Asselstein. Scored his first professional goal last night. Taken back by Huntsville and neutral zone bounce. This one pad stopped as well by Osipchuk. Big hit the far side as the Thunderbolt took down a Huntsville player. Asselstein's going to get penalized here. And that'll be a boarding penalty on Braden Asselstein. As he hit one of the Huntsville players, and the numbers didn't see who, but it turns into a Huntsville power play chance. And it looks like it was Pat Condon. No, it was not. It was Nolan Redler, excuse me. Two very similar sounding players. One is gone, that's Hepler, and Redler is the one currently playing for Huntsville. But Asselstein for boarding is the call at 15:48, and this is a big moment late in the first period as Huntsville gets the first power play. This Thunderbolts penalty kill attempt is brought to you by SWAT Pest. Nukovic in play for the draw. This one to the near boards, poked to the line, kept in by Brandrup. Gets it back at center to the near side, Rob Dar, top of the circle, lays it across. Quick shot, saved by Osipchuk. Rebound is cleared by Plovey. Plovey's out with Helms, Butler, and Sulliff, but a quick change. Sulliff off, Holton on. Out right now is Nukovic, Trask. For the Havoc as well as Rob Dar, taken up by Brandrup, and he's also joined by John Schiavo. And Huntsville's first goal last night as well as an assist. This one again is cleared by Helms. However, not all the way down, and a broken stick for Brandrup. Nearly could have been a chance for Holton, but good play there by Brandrup to kick it along. But play is whistled dead here, and the face-off is in the Huntsville zone. Not sure for what, maybe the high stick. Either way, a minute 21 left in the power play. One shot so far for Huntsville. The shots in the game are currently tied at 9. And Evansville still with a 3-0 lead. 3:32 to go here in the opening period. Tonight's IR report presented by Orthopedic Associates. Entering the game, nothing to report for Evansville. Again, that'll change potentially depending on the status of Corson. For Huntsville, it's Ryan Verbeek on the injured reserve. Lone player on is Peter Sakales, back from the IR this weekend. Holton shot the face-off, stopped by Malasek with the toe of the right pad. And puck is taken by Huntsville. They have a minute and 13 seconds to work with there. 1 for 2 last night. Very deadly power play team. Around the board, stopped down by Osipchuk. Around the near side, but cut off. Santini moved on by Thacker, so he could have moved the puck. Now it's back to the line. Kaiser laid it across. Matt Condon, far wing side. Goes at a bad angle, turns it back to the point. Kaiser loads it near hash marks. Broken stick by Sean Bates as he took the shot. Lucky bounce for Evansville as Bates goes back to the bench for an extra stick. And he'll rejoin the play starting from the neutral zone as the Thunderbolts will take it to Noom. Looking to clear it out. He can't do it as he's sandwiched to the boards. Thacker moved along. Held in by Huntsville, but an intercept by Brandon Lubin, and here he comes the other way. Will dump it down. Play the length of the ice. 31 seconds to go on the man advantage. One shot on goal for Huntsville. Kaiser goes back for it with a fresh twig in hand. Up ice carried. Across the line by Bates. Far side lost control. Helms up by Sullivan, nearly had a shorthanded chance. It's deep in Huntsville territory. Sullivan will get to it on the inboards, but pressed by Kaiser, and puck is taken by Nukovic. 10 seconds to go on the power play. 2:20 left in the period. Up by Schiava, right wing side. To the half wall, holds up on his backhand, back to the blue line. Turns it across to the far wing side. Hands up for a quick shot. That one hit the post by Johansson and out to the neutral zone. Hasselstein moves it up, fresh out of the box, and Sullivan up ice with it. His shot sent wide. One shot for Huntsville in the power play, back to even strength. A big kill for Evansville's Barnaby knocked down on a clean check. But turnover, Hanoun lost control of the puck as well. And Barnaby will hobble back to the bench. As another Thunderbolt goes down. He was caught turning around in the puck, was trying to hold possession, was knocked down, and he will get 10-2 now. This one rolls on goal, covered up by Osipchuk. And Barnaby bent over on the Evansville bench as he is definitely shaken up. Again, two members of that line with Hanoun, the starting line, now at the moment out of commission. And Barnaby, who's gotten goals both games this weekend, that could be a potential big loss if Barnaby happens to have to go to the locker room. Meanwhile, the minute 42 to go, the faceoff is in the Evansville zone. Shots 10-9 Huntsville. Holton, Dara, the faceoff takers. Off the draw, the faceoff win by Holton. Felix Cronwall round the far boards. Zane Jones can't clear. It's held in by Bove. Far corner battle. Cronwall pressing. Sharkey seeking. Up the wall, Zane Jones. Great play to get it out, but draws a penalty as well. It's a penalty in the havoc as Jones was tripped up as he was moving it along. It'll be a hooking penalty, and Huntsville goes shorthanded again. This penalty at the 18:34 mark in this period, from a playing standpoint, has really gone Evansville's way, and Rob Darr will go for two. Evansville has not had much going on the power play. One attempt rather, with no shots on goal. This is their second power play. As Hanoun, Stang, Plevy, Lubin, and Sullivan will be out for this attempt. And a chance to really extend this lead as we get a false start before the puck is even dropped. Another face-off attempt, left side of Milesek. Penalty again, 18:34. A hooking penalty in the havoc. Off the draw, it's Lubin. Thunderbolts take control. Plevy had it but lost it. Taken back to the way by Nukovic as a 2-on-1. Short-handed with Piacentini. Nukovic for Piacentini. Thin on the shot. Lucky break for Evansville there. Big time. Taken back by Sullivan in the neutral zone. Rather than the Evansville end, taken back by Hanoun. Up ice is going down for a moment was Piacentini. Across the line is Jack Stang. Playing along for Hanoun. Drops it for Plevy. His shot just missed. And this one back to the neutral zone and down on the boomerang effect on the quick shot that rounded around the far boards. Lubin goes back for it. Huntsville has Trask, Braid with Brand up at Condon. This is Plevy up ice near side. Dumps it to the far corner off the stick of Condon. Far corner meet up. This one around the far boards and taken away by Huntsville again. This one is cleared down by Trask. Chance Braid with a full head of steam. Osipchuk settles it. Lubin chips it away from the challenging Trask, or rather the challenging Chance Braid. 30 seconds to go in the period. A minute 3 in the power play. Here's a lead for Butler. Had a goal last night. Near boards off the end wall to Zane Jones. His goal was a power play goal. Zane Jones moving from the far boards. Gets a shot away. Blocked off. Barnaby can't get it on goal. This puck taken away again by Bates, but taken right back by Barnaby. Butler with 10 left in the period. It's Helms across. Far wing side for Zykov. Zykov side of the net for Zane Jones. Between the legs. Shot stopped by Milesek. 5 seconds to go. Helms shoots and a save by Milesek. And the buzzer will sound. The Thunderbolts with their best pressure on the power play tonight. They get a shots on goal, and they'll have 35 seconds to work with in the second period of starts. But what a period it was for Evansville in response to last night's loss. 3 goals. Barnaby, Jones, and Helms all bury the puck. And Brandon Osipchuk makes 10 saves in net for Evansville. The Thunderbolts lead the shot count 11-10 in the first period of play. And the Thunderbolts with a 3-0 lead. And as I mentioned, they start the second period on the power play. With that, we're going to go to timeout, and when we return, we'll be back with our intermission report brought to you by Shoe Carnival. We'll recap all the action in the first period of play, as well as take a look around the SPHL and beyond. 3-0 Thunderbolts through 1 period of play. In the FHL, third period of play, Carolina 7-5 lead in Columbus. Second period, Port Huron 5-4 lead in Watertown, and Delaware leads 5-3 in Battle Creek. Another game, that's Danville and Danbury, a 1-1 score from the Danbury Ice Arena. And myself being a bit interested in this one because it is Danbury Alumni Night at the Danbury Ice Arena. Alumni from the days of the Danbury Titans, which I was involved with, the Danbury Whalers, which I was involved with as broadcaster for both of those teams, as well as older teams like the Danbury Mad Hatters, the Danbury, or the New England Stars, and the Danbury Trashers, who started all back in the 2004 season in the UHL. And certainly a lot of great history in Danbury, Connecticut. Still very much enjoyed my time in Danbury, spent 2 full seasons there, and great fan base, great hockey town, and certainly I can't wait to visit again. And certainly my best regards to the city of Danbury and many friends who I still talk to occasionally back in the Hat City. And again, hope it's a great game tonight in the DIA. The Hat Tricks enjoying a very good season this year. They'll be going to the playoffs in the FHL, and hopefully they can bring home the Commissioner's Cup for the first time since the Whalers did it back in 2013. Welcome back to the Von Braun Center. 3-0 Evansville the scores. We get set to go here in the second period. The Thunderbolts in front. Tommy Peckar with you once again. Goals by Helms, Jones, and Barnaby. The Thunderbolts 3-0 lead. And I have some good news to report, and that is Noah Corson made his way back on the ice and is on the bench as he is back in action for the Thunderbolts. And that is a very, very good sign, as Corson, who had a bit of a slow stretch for a couple weeks, has been really heating up as of late. And we'll also be saw Brandon Asselstein and Baxter Cantor hold a conversation just a moment ago. Those are 2 heavyweights. Haven't had any fights yet this weekend, but certainly one can't be unexpected as this one goes along, with plenty of muscle on both sides. But hockey is what we'll play for now, as this one is played in the Evansville end off the face-off win for Huntsville, underway here in the second period of play. Helms hands off, Tanner Butler lays it across the end boards. Well, Corson is on the ice on the starting line with Barnaby. Helms had it but lost it. Trask moved along. Here comes a 3-on-2. Now 3-on-3 for Huntsville. Nukovic lost control. Play to the end boards. Corson back against Brandrup. Corson with the take, handing off. This is Zane Jones. Up the right side has a goal. That made it 2-0 earlier on in the game. Play to the far corner. Taken right back by Huntsville. It is Sean Bates getting it back to center. Drops down Helms. Turns it up the near side in the neutral zone, and on this one is across the line for Huntsville. This is Piacentini going to the corner. Redirected in front, blocked by Asselstein. Check thrown by Barnaby. Near side shot Beauvais, stopped by Osipchuk and no rebounds. First shot on goal goes to Huntsville. It evens the shots here in the opening minutes of the second period for Huntsville. And again, the Thunderbolts, even as the shot count is a much closer for now. Of course, the Thunderbolts led the shots in the first period, but that'll be one to watch as if Huntsville starts to get the benefit of the shots as this one goes forward, because again, unlike a lot of teams, they actually have a better record when they outshoot their opponent. You would think everyone would. But for a lot of teams, Evansville included, they have a better record when they're outshot. This one blocked off the face-off, taken on goal and blocked off and covered by Osipchuk as it rolled on net. Not a shot. On this day in Thunderbolts history, we turn it back to March 7th of last year. Thunderbolts signing Tommy Biesinger out of Endicott College. Played 4 games for Evansville, had 2 goals and an assist. He's playing in France this year for Mulhouse of the France League. Has 20 goals and 35 points in 32 games in France's top league. So Tommy Biesinger, his pro debut with Evansville last year, and is having a very good full season in the pros over in Europe. Out to the neutral zone, Plevy with Stang, 3 men up here for Evansville. Play to the Huntsville end board. Stang throws a big check. Still a turnover. This is Stang for Plevy. Quick shot stopped by Malsek, and he holds on for a face-off. Plevy didn't get 100% of the shot away, but got enough to present a good scoring chance, and Malsek having to make a very big save. Again, if the Thunderbolts can find a way to score again here before Huntsville does, that could really turn the tide in this second period, as we're once again back to even strength. Thunderbolts unable to get anything going in the last 35 seconds of power play time they had. And the face-off to left side of Malsek. It is Holton for Evansville. Holton winning it, but intercepted by a Huntsville defender. Holton trying to hold in. It's out of the zone, and Trask plays it down. Cronwall back against Trask in the Evansville end boards. Around the near side, Zykov trying to continue it around, but is pinned to the boards. Holton and Trask now on the scrum. That's just short of the corner boards on the near side. Minute 50 gone here in the second period of play. Near side boards battle continues to the point. Sinukovic, quick shot deflected, blocked in front, taken by Cronwall. Good net front presence defensively for Evansville. Zykov turns it back toward the net. Malsek will play it away. To the far board, Sam Williams. So Matt Stoy is the only scratch I know of so far tonight for Evansville. I'll double check the roster in a moment. Sharkey moving in, had the one blocked off nicely by Tanner Butler. Good sweeping poke check. Turned back in by Zykov to the Evansville end, taken back by Pat Condon. Up the far bench side. Off of the stick of Dara, Lubin fights it away. Condon now Dara. Bert Condon across the Evansville line, goes to the outside, far wing side. Pressure to the end boards, turn it to the near side corner, jumping in now to the near side. Is Baxter Cantor, pressed off by Butler. Puck freed up, Derek Sulliff on it. Crowd getting into it once again. They haven't been in a while. This one the length of the ice. Stang will race out for the icing call. And play continues in the Huntsville end. Good effort there by Jack Stang. Alec Brandrup on it. So Stang, the only Thunderbolt on the team right now that doesn't have a pro goal or points. In his second pro game and second with Evansville. This one directed on goal, and Osipchuk was run into partially by Cantor as the puck went wide. Osipchuk is very much okay. It was more of a light bump. Stang will flip it deep. On this one is Sulliff, 22 goals, the leader for the Thunderbolts this season. Dara takes it back, leads up for Chance Bray. Up the far side, trying to build up speed across the line. Going deep, goes around the net, wraps in, and a save by Osipchuk as he couldn't tuck it home. And he hit the pad instead. In the neutral zone, Huntsville regrouping. This pass deflected away by Hanoun. Here he comes in the Huntsville zone. Back checking there is Stephen Bove. Near side boards, Hasselstein, quick shot redirected, blocked by Kaiser, who stung him. And here comes Huntsville back with speed. Good poke check by Cronwall, as Bates would have been long gone. Broken stick in the Evansville zone, not sure whose it is. Puck taken by Hasselstein. Thunderbolts making some really good defensive plays here to start this period. Hasselstein on the inboards, battling Sean Bates, couldn't get it redirected on goal. Barbie along the inboards, trying to work it to the far boards where it goes for Hasselstein. Using his size to move it along, but held into the point by Johansson. Can't get a shot going. That one's out of the zone by Corson. It was a delay high stick. Huntsville takes it back, but it's offside, delayed, and taken away by Hanoun. Thunderbolts regroup. Almost 5 minutes gone here in the second period. Still 3-0 Evansville. As this one's led to the neutral zone for Barmy. Now leads up. Here comes Hanoun with a partial lane. Back is a man. Here's Hanoun. A backhander stopped by Max Malsek behind the net. Is catching up as Peter Sakaios, number 4. A tie-up along the inboards of the Evansville end. It's Corson. They will separate. Quick shot. Far side. A big save. Osipchuk, and the rebound taken by Barnaby. He's got Corson with him. Maybe a 2-on-1 if they can hurry. But back, however, is Scott Trask. 1-on-1 Barnaby to the near side. Can't shoot it. Hands off for Corson. He shoots. It's blocked by Trask. Another pass is blocked off. Jones going to handle the bouncing puck. The other way through the neutral zone. Johansson gets to the neutral zone. Gets across the Evansville line. Plays it deep and goes for a change. 4:55 now gone here in the second period of play. This one led to the neutral zone, intercepted by Dart. Turned back to the Evansville end boards. Braden Osipchuk is back. Johansson off for Tanner Butler. Near side, Zane Jones lost it. Sharkey, cross ice, score! Huntsville gets back within 2. A one-timer to Rob Dara, and he has his team leading 18th of the year. After some good defensive play by Evansville to start this period, they haven't find their way back into this game. It's a 3-1 Evansville lead. 5:09 into the second period of play. Rob Dara's 18th. And I believe Kyle Sharkey made the pass, and that will give him the assist. So now the big question of who strikes next. Huntsville has found their way back in. The Thunderbolts lead by 2. And Huntsville will try to keep things going. It's Sharkey behind the net. This line stays out for another shift. This one is loose in the crease and covered up by Osipchuk. And a little pushing and shoving afterward. We haven't had much of this tonight. And we might see more of it now that the game has gotten a little bit closer. 5:22 gone here in the second period. Rob Dara breaks Osipchuk's shutout. It's 3-1 Evansville.
La Quinta presents How to Win at Business. Step 1. Suck on and point decisively with the arm of your glasses. It is no longer eyewear. It is your wand of business wizardry. Abracadabra. You've just gone from invisible to invincible. Step 2. Before your meeting, choose La Quinta, the only hotel where you can redeem loyalty points for a free night instantly, so you can prepare to win at business. Book now at lq.com.
It's a 3-1 lead for Evansville as Huntsville gets back within 2. The goal by Rob Dara, making it a 3-1 game. That goal scored at the 5:09 mark from Kyle Sharkey. Rob Dara's 18th of the season. And for Sharkey, that'll be his 16th assist of the year to get 32 points. So again, Dara from Sharkey, and now we'll see how the Thunderbolts respond. This face-off in the Evansville zone. Huntsville with a shot lead in the period, 6 shots to 3. This face-off is on the far side and already tying it, ready to go here, possibly Asselstein and Cantor. They're lined up for the face-off. The two heavyweights, they don't drop yet. Watch those two as the shift goes along. Up the boards, kept in Rob Dara. Across Sharkey, tapped it back for a quick shot, wide by Condon. Far boards held in by Brandrup. Down off the stick of Cantor, Sharkey down low. Up the far board, Sullif will clear. Back to the neutral zone. Condon blasts it back in while taking the check from Stang. Sullif back on the forecheck by Cantor. Battle for taken by Huntsville. Sharkey to the net front, redirected just wide by Dara. Huntsville turning up the heat now. Near side, Jack Stang able to hand it off. Thacker lead. Derek Sullif had to go off his skating down. No icing, and this one's handled and covered by Milesek. Offensive zone faceoff coming, 6:02 in. A quick reminder, Thunderbolts fans looking for a unique away game viewing experience can find one at Thunderbolts official away game watch parties presented by Bud Light. The next scheduled watch party will be on March 20th, that's a Friday, at the Courtyard by Marriott on Evansville's east side as the Thunderbolts take on the Birmingham Bulls in Pelham. Once again, that game starting at 7 o'clock. Face off right side of Max Milesek, 6:02 in. Rob Dar making a 3-1 game. Thunderbolts still in front. Off the draw, battle for Holton takes control. Good effort off the draw. Round the man board. Zane Jones behind the Huntsville net. Looks over his options. Turns to the near side. His shot over the net and doesn't miss by much. This one's out of play. And it was deflected out off a Huntsville stick, so the face-off stays in the Havoc zone. Yeah, Pisantini, Beauvais, Sean Bates, Chance Braid, and Nolan Kaiser off of the Havoc. Thunderbolts with Holton, Jones, Zykov, Lubin, and Cronwall. This face-off again, left side of Max Milesek. Off the draw, battle taken away by Huntsville. It's Pisantini up ice, 2 against 3. Chance Braid tips it along, taken by Lubin. Not cleared. St. Jones trying to work it along. It's into the neutral zone. This one back for Chance Braid, battling Holton at the center logo. Holton wins the battle, hands it back. Cronwall, and now tapped to Lubin. St. Jones from the red line tips it back into the Huntsville ends. Race for this one, Zykov and Kaiser. Zykov going down, puck taken by the Havoc. Looks like it's Scott Trask. Chance Braid now up the near boards. Cross corner dump to the far corner. Here's Santini and Lubin. Those two cancel out near side. Puck is loose in front. They score. Sean Bates. And the Havoc are back within 1. And again, it's just a dump and chase play that Huntsville executes perfectly. And now the lead is 1. No insurance markers left for Evansville. That goal at 6:50, 2 goals in a minute, 41 seconds for Huntsville, as Sean Bates puts one home to get his 16th of the year. As the Thunderbolts in a bit of a collapse here. We'll look at the refresh button here. And yes, we are going to get a timeout call. This time it is by Evansville. This timeout brought to you by Bud Lights. 2 goals a minute and 41 seconds apart. Dara from Sharkey at 5:09, and then Sean Bates at 6:50 has cut the Thunderbolts lead from 3-0 to 3-2. Huntsville with 2 goals on 7 shots this period, and there was not much Osipchuk could do in that last chance. Head coach Jeff Best trying to calm things down and rally the troops from the Evansville bench. We've seen both coaches now pull this move. For Huntsville, they called it after it was a 2-goal quick scoring for Evansville early in the opening 5 minutes. Thunderbolts did score after that. And now Evansville using their time after 2 quick goals for Huntsville. It has been a wild game so far, and we're not even halfway through it yet. Still 13-10 to go here in the second period of play as Sean Bates makes it a 3-2 game. And again, the comfort zone is now non-existent. Bates from Breda, Piacentini at 6:50. And back in the attack is Huntsville. Play to the Evansville boards, it's Braden Helms handing off for Butler. Noah Corson of ice. See how much jump the Thunderbolts have here on. Braden Helms across the line, near side. Quick shot, St. Miles second, he holds on. Good transition up ice for Evansville. Braden Helms gets a good shot away, and a big save for Milesek. That'll be Evansville's 4th shot of the period. Huntsville with 7. And a face-off coming up in the Huntsville zone. 12:52 to go here in the second period as we approach the game's halfway point. The Thunderbolts led 3-0 going into this period. And Huntsville scoring the last 2 to make it 3-2. Lovey out with Sulliff and Stang. Thacker and Esselstein. Lovey will take the draw against Sinukovic. Off this draw taken. Pass blocked off of Stang. Conan fell down, taken out of the neutral zone by Huntsville. They have numbers. Chiavo to the end boards against Kyle Thacker. Jack Stang moved along nicely to Sulliff. They have a 3-on-2 here coming for Evansville. Sulliff to the middle, pass blocked off. Great game by Trask in the Huntsville zone. Trask from the neutral zone, now answered by Conan near side. Quick shot set aside by Osipchuk with the blocker. Lasselstein over skated the puck and having it again is Conan. Far point, it's Brandrup. Pass off the end boards, taken by Nukovic, sets up for Trask, gonna save Osipchuk with a pad. One of the Havoc players went down and lost a glove as well, maybe her in the play, and this one taken by Conan in the Huntsville zone. Scott Trask was the man that went down. He'll go back to the bench. Didn't see what happened there. It's Brandrup far side, dropping it off. Near side, Nukovic. Huntsville really pressing for the equalizer now. This is Trask. Quick shot blocked in front. Loose puck. Noose. And unable to put it home. Was a Huntsville player in front as it was an open net for a moment, but it bounced on Chiavo. Sharkey back in. Huntsville dominating at the moment. Pass to the front was blocked off by Plovey. Back to the point. It goes for Kaiser. Cross for Stephen Bove. Up the wall, redirection attempt goes wide. Looking for Dara in front. Far point, Kaiser again, looking like a power play. This shot stopped by Osipchuk and a big save as he got that one right in the breadbasket. And the Thunderbolts can regroup here. Baxter Cantor creating a little bit of noise of the net front. 11:23 to go in the second period now. Once again, goals a minute and 41 seconds apart for Huntsville. Bates the second, Dara the first. A big pressure situation for the Thunderbolts now. Holton, Dara for the face-off left side of Osipchuk. Off this draw to the inboards, Tanner Butler. Double teamed, Helms moves in, but it's controlled by the Havoc down low. Baxter Cantor with Dara, Holton trying to break it up. Helms stays on Cantor. Puck frozen along the inboards for the moment. Holton trying to dig it free. Cantor trying to hold to the boards and wait for help. Dara trying to provide supports. Play continuing now as we're 9 minutes into the second period of play. Some jostling in front between Butler and Sharkey. Those two continue to joust and now go behind the nets. Puck finally freed up around the boards. It goes held in by Kaiser. Kaiser shot at the inboards. To the near side corner, it's Dara on it against Butler. Poked on. Hanoun takes it. He will clear. Won't go far enough for ice, and it's a great play for Hanoun. Quick change, Holton off, and on comes Barnaby. This is taken by Hanoun. Their corner pass was deflected away, taken it back, and now by Stephen Bove. His pass ahead, connecting to the corner boards, but past Bates, it is an icing apparently on Huntsville. So Bates didn't touch it, and that's a lucky bounce for the Thunderbolts as Bates doesn't touch it. It's an icing on Huntsville. And that'll mean the Thunderbolts get an offensive zone draw, and Huntsville can't change with 10:21 to go in the second. Huntsville now leading the shots this period 9-4 as they've come out ready to play here in the second. Face off left side of Malasek. Barnaby for Evansville for the draw against Sean Bates. Off the draw, big face-off win for Evansville. Asselstein shot save. There's a rebound. Barnaby can't get a shot away. Behind the net, Barnaby. Behind the nets against two Havoc players. This one taken by Sean Bates. This one deflects on the boards. Stays in and bounces to the neutral zone. Williams throws the check. Corson with a steal at the red line. Back across the Huntsville line. Puck back in it on goal, and a save off of Sam Williams by Milesek. Good follow-up by Sam Williams, who applying the body along the bench boards to free up the puck in the first place and then join the rush. That was started by Corson, and Williams with a good shot. That was stopped by Milesek, and we're going to go ahead and go back to immediate timeout. It's a 3-2 Evansville lead halfway through this one, 9:57 to go in the second.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see David Cordray in Princeton or Rick Koberstein in Evansville.
9:57 to go in the second period of play. The Thunderbolts get a couple good chances in response. Max Milesek making a couple good saves. Still 3-2 lead for Evansville, but the pressure on certainly this period. Face off in Huntsville, and Barnaby will take it for Evansville. His opponent, Cy Nukovic, just face off one by Cy. Up the near side boards, dropped down and taken by Corson. Off the wall, that redirects just wide. Far boards Barnaby. From the half wall, double teamed, able to keep his composure. Howard's poked down to the zone by Trask. All the way down he goes, but Lubin will go ahead of Trask. The two captains coming together. Barnaby can't handle the loose puck. Nukovic draws a penalty in Evansville. It'll be Sam Williams as Nukovic caught a stick. It is a high sticking call on Sam Williams. And Huntsville have scored twice and now go on the power play to tie. Williams for a high sticking at 10:24. It's a big moment now. Second power play for Huntsville. And if you're Evansville, you have to find a way to kill this one. Condon, Bates, Sharkey, Kaiser, Nukovic, or rather Piacentini, not Nukovic. For the Huntsville Havoc, Klavi will lead the penalty kill units with Butler. Braden Helms, St-Stan, Zykov, not Zykov, it's Derek Sulliff. This one worked wide of the Evansville net to start. Sulliff can't clear, held in by Condon. Sharkey lost control of the puck, Butler gets to it. Goes back into his own corner, looking for a way out. To the far side boards, will take it. He will clear. Close call there. Malasek playing up the near side boards, and it's to Condon. And hand this one back as Huntsville regroups. 27 seconds gone in this power play chance. 9:06 to go now in the second period of play. The Thunderbolts holding on to a 3-2 lead. Carried by the Havoc through the neutral zone, flipped in deep. Into the near side corner, Condon and Helms come together. Helms around the far side, this will be taken by Sharkey in the corner. Hands it off to the inboards. Now around the near side for Condon again, moving up in the play. Pass Helms and out to the far side corner. Sharkey against Butler. Low to high pass to the point. Kaiser. Hands off again. Far side is Sean Bates to the circle. Now to the corner and switching now. Turn it back into the corner by Sharkey. Back to Sean Bates along the far wall. Quick shot blocked off. They score! Sean Bates and the Havoc have tied it. All the way back from a 3-0 deficit, Huntsville has tied it at 3. And that is a power play goal and Sean Bates' second goal of the period. And with that, the lead is erased entirely. This goal at 11:31 by Sean Bates. They have scored 3 goals in 6 minutes and 22 seconds. Huntsville 1 for 2 in the power play as Sean Bates scores again. And for Bates, his 18th goal this season. Huntsville right back in the attack now as they will look to get the lead. At the point, Johansson shots, big save by Osipchuk. It's a brand new game with 8:16 to go here in the second period. And Huntsville has all the momentum right now. Sharkey and Kaiser get the assists on the goal by Bates. Face-off coming up, Barnaby Nukovic, right side of Braden Osipchuk. So Sean Bates with 2 goals and another for Rob Dar to start it off. And the comeback for now is complete for Huntsville. 3-3 game as Barnaby comes up with Corson, who knew the Thunderbolts desperate for a response. Here's the new far side. Deeks to the outside, goes around the net on the backhand. Now to the near side with it, turns it and shoots, blocked off by Sean Bates. Rather by Scott Trask, gets back to center. Cronwell will turn it back in. Blocked off just inside the line. This one back to the Evansville line, taken by Lubin. Starts back up and across the line, he will enter. Near side, he holds on. It's an offside on Evansville. 7:48 to go now here in the second period of play. Shots on goal this period. Evansville with 6, Huntsville with 12. They have scored 3 goals on their 12 shots this period. And the Thunderbolts, who have not had much offense going this period at all, really need to find a way to get back into it. Because at the rate things are going, if the Thunderbolts can't find a way to turn things around, Huntsville could very well end up taking the lead very soon. This lead, Sharkey, get into the zone cleanly. Levy had to go off his stick the other way. Taking it back in the Huntsville line by the Havoc. Lost control now of the Evansville line, but a turnover and a save off of Baxter Cantor. And then Cantor whacks Osipchuk, and that draws Osipchuk in, and now we get a fight. Hasselstein and Cantor, the top of the fight card. Hasselstein throws a big right hand, and a right-hand response from Cantor. Right hand bobs, and both players go down simultaneously. That was an even fight, but a hard-fought one for both players. That might be just what Evansville needs. Well, Hasselstein's going to go down the tunnel to the Evansville locker room. With 7:32 to go in the second period, and not sure what that'll be for, as Cantor started the whole thing by whacking Osipchuk in the pad after he already had the puck well in control. Baxter Cantor in the box for Huntsville. It'll be fine for fighting, but I'm not sure if perhaps they gave something more to Hasselstein. If anything, Hasselstein did not drop the gloves first. It was Baxter Cantor. So with 7:32 to go, we'll see what the penalties are. We are even in manpower. But for the Thunderbolts, they needed some kind of spark. Let's see if that provides it. Off this draw to the Evansville end boards, it's Helms. Back there against Beauvais, back to the far point, held in. Near side, caught in. Quick wrister, blocked off in front. Here's another pass in front that goes wide. So it's only been 5 for fighting, so perhaps Esselstein to get some repairs done. This one out to the neutral zone, Stang pressed on the play. So Cantor and Esselstein 5 for fighting, just past the 12-minute mark. That was one that we were expecting to happen at some point this weekend. This will be iced by Evansville, and the whistle goes with 6:53 to go. Thunderbolts fans looking for more intel on players, and occasionally head coach Jeff Best can get just down to live recordings of Thunderbolts Live. The next Thunderbolts Live recording will be at the Courtyard by Marriott on Evansville's East Side this Tuesday, March 10th. That'll begin at 6 o'clock Central Time. If you can't make it out, be sure to catch the show in its entirety on the Thunderbolts YouTube channel and Facebook, usually the next day. Face-off left side of Braden Osipchuk. Sean Bates, Austin Plevy for the face-off. Off the draw, it's taken by Jack Stang. To the neutral zone with Sulliff. This lead for Sulliff was blocked away. And taken back by Butler. 6:43 to go. Right now, if the Thunderbolts can just escape this period with a tie, I would consider that a victory. Try to regroup for the third period of play because it has been a very favorable period for the Huntsville Havoc. Tanner Butler along the end boards with Holton. And the Evansville zone, the battle picking up once again. Chance Braid against Holton. Around the near side, taken by Bove. Hands off for a one-timer wide. There's a loose puck, unable to put it home. Was Braid. Around the near side boards. Chopped at by Stang, not clear. This one by Helms trying to clear. He can't do it. Battle in the far boards now, about 20 feet inside the blue line. Helms and Bove came together for a moment. Stang hands off, Thunderbolts take it, Butler clears. Zykov in the neutral zone, plays it in for the red line. Stan Zykov playing his 100th professional game tonight. Had 22 ECHL games and 78 now in the SPHL, so congratulations to Stan Zykov, celebrating a very big milestone tonight. This one played right into the Evansville bench by Nolan Kaiser, and he goes over, and I believe he's apologizing. As the puck got away from Kaiser, and the face-off is in the Huntsville zone. 5:42 to go now. Face-off in the Havoc zone. The Thunderbolts still with 6 shots this period. Huntsville has 15. And a lot of grade A scoring chances. Osipchuk stopping 12 of 15 this period so far. As Huntsville continues to pile it on. As the face-off to the right of Milesek. Barnaby wins it back to the point. Cronwall. Arister stopped off by Milesek through a partial screen. Taken back by the Havoc. Trash trying to clear. Battling him is Corson. Up the wall. Taken by Hanoun. In the corner. Here's pressed, and now it's Barnaby along the end boards against Johansson. Far corner now. Low to high pass, Lubin. He shoots, that goes off the shin pad and wide of Trask. Far boards, Nukovic. Getting off now the zone comes Sakalis. Trask across the Evansville line. Going into the near side corner against Hanoun. Those two cancel, Lubin frees up the puck. Puck taken by Lubin, moved along but under pressure. Nearly coughed up, Cronwall can't hold on, and now it's Nukovic far side. Hands it off at the far wall. Trask had that pass blocked by Corson. Freed up, take it away, and now Corson to the neutral zone, good recovery. Gains the zone with Hanoun on his backhand. Turns it, plays to the net front, and just past Hanoun. Barnaby far side of the point. Crossed by Thacker to Helms off the near wall. Takes it, shoots it, gloved up by Milesek. Good transition again for Evansville. 4:42 to go. We're going to take a quick timeout again. The Thunderbolts lead has evaporated. It's 3-3 late second period of play.
Whether you're rooting for boneless wings, cheering for chicken fingers, or betting that there's plenty of extra sauce, nothing goes better with tailgating than the fresh, made-to-order flavor of Zaxby's. And never miss a moment of action. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait and get your flavor when you want it. Zaxby's, the official chicken of sports fans.
.442 to go here in the second period. As I mentioned, the Thunderbolts scoring 3 goals in the first period. Helms, Jones, and Barnaby. Huntsville responding with 3 in the second period. 2 by Sean Bates and 1 by Rob Dara. Ryan Helms and Max Milesek holding a conversation as Milesek goes back to his nets. Longsman intervening quickly. Milesek a goaltender that plays with a chip on his shoulder, and that's not a bad idea for Helms to try to get under the goalie's skin. get him off his game because he's not had to face a lot this period, but certainly at 3 goals and 11 shots in the first period of play. His Milesek has not exactly been on top of his game, but nothing against so far on the 7 shots he's faced this period. No icing the plays. It was dumped down by Huntsville, but getting there enough was a Huntsville forechecker. And here's a shot stop by Osipchuk off, I believe, Rob Dara. St. Jones in the near corner, holding off against, that was Redler, Nolan Redler, number 9. Derek Sulla, far corner, moves it along Plevy. His pass intercepted. Quick shot through a crowd just wide. Loose puck, Redler trying to bank it in front, didn't have enough of an angle. Plevy now. Far wing side of the neutral zone. St. Jones can't enter cleanly. Helms takes it down across the line. Far wing side. Helms turns, tries to go to the net front. Blocked off. Redler held in. St. Jones looks, loads it, shoots. That one's blocked halfway there by, I believe, Peter Sakalis. Or rather, Brandrup out ice now. Redler. Play to the far corner and around the inboards. Osipchuk behind the net will play it to the far side. Derek Sulliff there. 3:45 to go now in the period. Holton to the far side. Gets around one man. It's a 2-on-2 across the line with St. Jones. Huntsville makes it a 2-on-3. And a change in progress for Evansville. Holton cross ice deflects off a Huntsville sticking out of play. Face off will be in the Evansville offensive zone to the left side of Max Milesek. Take a look at the league leaders right now in the scoring race, presented by Greenwell Chisholm. Austin Plevy, 62 points, an 8-point lead entering tonight. And that lead will get a little bit bigger as Austin Plevy has picked up 2 assists tonight. Brian Bone currently lead with the goals in Fayetteville with 27. Derek Sulliff with 22 is in 3rd place. And assist Austin Plevy now with 47 assists. Max Cook entering the night with 37 in 2nd for Fayetteville. Those scoring leaders presented by Greenwell Chisholm. As Brian Esselstein now, after getting some repairs done, is back in the Evansville penalty box and gets some gear delivered to him. 3:07 to go in the 2nd period. As he and Cantor still have another, if I do my math correctly, they'll come out with 2:32 to go. So they have another 35 seconds to serve and then the first whistle after they can go. I will say my math has been a little bit better this weekend after a struggling weekend against Quad City last weekend. Well, the least I've gotten the scores right this weekend so far. Although I certainly wish I was wrong right now, as it actually is 3-3 this time. All good to go for the face-off of the Huntsville zone. The deflected puck that went out of play off a Huntsville stick. 3:32 actually is the time that's left to go here, so it was a clock error, so Esselstein and Baxter Cantor actually have about a minute to serve still. Off the draw, Zykov shoots. That one's blocked off nicely by Chance Braid. Puck loose. A penalty upcoming on Huntsville as Zykov is tripped up. It'll be a interference call. It'll be Kaiser to the box. And if you're Evansville, you have to find a way to do something in this power play. You have a chance here to steal the momentum back here before the end of the period. Kaiser for interference at 16:33, and the Thunderbolts will get a 3rd power play chance and has been struggling so far tonight. But again, last night it struggled as well to start, and then they scored in their last 2. So now there's their chance to repeat from last night and get the power play going more so as the game goes along. Hanoun, Sulliff, Plevy, Lubin, and Jack Stang. Huntsville with Brandrup, Sean Bates, who has 2 goals tonight. He has the last 2 goals in the game. Off the draw, Lubin, he shoots. Big save, Milesek in that windup. Right at the face-off, not wasting any time. And a good start in the power play, but still, it's worked to the line and out by Huntsville. Austin Plevy takes a 2-assist night for him so far tonight. Near side across the line, Hanoun. Rookie leader in power play goals. Derek Sulliff behind the net. He gets chopped down, no call. Sean Bates takes it away and clears. Hanoun. Far side, and here's a lead. Here's Hanoun with a chance, and he is offside. That was a close one, but it's offside. Evansville face-off is out of the zone. And my goodness, 2 close calls there for Evansville that just don't go their way. .127 to go in the power play. 1 shot so far. Power play has already looked a bit better in this one. Face-off in front of the Evansville bench. Trask, Braid, 2 of the 4 for the Huntsville Havoc in the penalty kill units. I believe Beauvais the 3rd. And it is Beauvais who has the puck and clears. He is joined by Peter Sakalis. All the way to the Evansville end boards. Osipchuk stops it down for Lubin. And we'll start back through the middle. Far side, Plevy rolled away from him. This one's poked across the line. This one's back and corralled by Jack Stang. And it's 7 to go in the power play. Stang sets it across. Sullivan is going for a change, and it's a miscommunication that leads to a turnover. Here's Trask to the net front. Great save. Rebound loose and taken back as Huntsville nearly made Evansville pay. And here's Trask again, shorthanded. Here's a shot stopped by Osuchuk, and he will cover up very quickly. A big-time miscommunication for the Thunderbolts in that breakout from the defensive zone, and they nearly paid the price. My, oh my, the Thunderbolts really got away with one there. 9 times out of 10, Huntsville scores in those kinds of chances. They don't this time. Hasselstein and Cantor both serve their 5 in the major, so they go back to their benches with a salute from the fans and from the respective benches. 53 seconds left in this power play. Thunderbolts started well. They got one shot, and now the face-off in their own end, and it's won by Huntsville. Bove's shot stopped again by Osuchuk. We'll have another face-off 4 seconds later. Huntsville with 2, maybe 3 shots on the shorthanded opportunity, and Evansville still with 1. Rob Dar, Noah Corson will take the face-off. This one is controlled by Evansville. It's Braden Helms. Through the neutral zone, Helms. Far side, Corson. Across the line to the outside. Going deep with the puck. Banked it around the boards. Matthew Barnaby near side. Had to go past Helms. Holds. Plays it back down low. Corson. Near corner. Now Barnaby. Goes around. Play to the front. St. Jones. He shoots and didn't miss by much. Helms near side. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Corson in at 45 in the period. Corson. Barnaby. Try to spin it across. Corson couldn't handle it. Helms near wall. 10 seconds left in the power play. Across for Barnaby. Cross ice, Butler. Near side. Down low. Corson. Sets up Helms. Fan of the one-timer. Taken back by Sakalis. And look out here as Kaiser out of the box, but taken by Corson. One shot. Even strength. And here comes Helms again. Even strength. And a save by Miles second. The chance for Helms. At the very least, it's 2 minutes where the Thunderbolts take up the clock in the second period, is no doubts. With 1:20 to go, you want to try to just regroup in the second intermission. The Thunderbolts having a reasonably well third period team this year. They outscored Huntsville 3-2 in last night's third period. So they have shown that they can turn it around during the second intermission. They're currently tied 3-3. And right now, at this point, you want to end 3-3 when all is said and done this period, which has 1:20 to go. Huntsville with the possession of the faceoff. Near side boards. This one across, taken by Nukovic. Up ice comes Huntsville. This lead knocked off by Plovy back out of the zone. Delay offside. This one's chopped deep and taken back by Felix Cronwall. Derek Sullivan up the wall for Hanoun. Last minute of play here in the second period. Line up for a big check, just missing on Hanoun. End wall, Hanoun around the boards. Derek Sullivan trying to help it out. It does, and Plevy is back into the zone on a delay offside, touched up by Scott Trask. Face off for the Hammock bench, 44.7 seconds to go in the period. After commercial break, be sure to stay tuned for the Shoe Carnival Intermission Report, where we'll recap the second period of action as well as take a look around the SPHL and beyond. And a very active Saturday night around pro hockey in North America. It'll be Plevy and Dara for the face-off for the Huntsville bench. Off this draw, controlled by Dara, and on this draw is Condon. His lead was cut off and poked back, and here comes Hanoun, 2-on-2 across the line with Sullivan. He draws. As Sharkey stayed with him, freed up the puck. Hanoun in the forecheck, tried to free it up again. He does. Here's Plevy shooting it in, missed by much. Loose puck at the side, worked away by Condon. Low score there for Huntsville. Here comes Huntsville with numbers the other way, and Sharkey with Dara with 20 to go. Here's Brandrup. Glove save also Chuck with Dara waiting at the yawning open goal mouth as he was at the top of the crease, and Osipchuk getting with the glove. A chance there for Plevy, and that quickly transitioned to a 4-on-2 the other way for the Havoc. And a big save by Osipchuk keeps it tied with 16.9 seconds to go. And folks, remember that save. He has faced 20 shots this period and stopped 17. Osipchuk has been very impressive this game. Holton Nukovic the face-off right side of Osipchuk with 16.9 to go. False start in the draw. And This is a big face-off here for Holton, but it's won by Huntsville. Bouncing puck, quick shot deflected well wide. Puck back to the outside. Helms with 10, taken by Holton. Near boards up the glass and outs. 5 seconds to go. Turnover, here's Holton, lost control. This will do it for the second period. And it ends in a 3-3 tie through 2 periods of play. Huntsville finishing with 20 shots to Evansville's 8 in the second period. After Evansville outshot Huntsville 10-11 in the first. Huntsville bouncing back in a big way. They erase a 3-goal lead for the Thunderbolts, and it's a brand new game with 20 minutes to play in regulation. For the Thunderbolts, in an admission that could not come soon enough, they will try to regroup and start fresh in the third. We're going to take a timeout. When we return, once again, the Shoot Carnival Intermission report after this commercial break. 3-3 the score after 2 periods of play. Welcome back to the Von Braun Center as we get set to go for period number 3. The game tied at 3. Tommy Peckerell with you once again, as both teams back on the ice in the final minutes of this intermission. Evansville taking a 3-0 lead after the first period of play was said and done. Goals by Helms, Jones, and Barnaby. However, Huntsville with a very strong second period, out shooting Evansville 20-8. 2 goals by Sean Bates and 1 prior by Rob Dara. That's where we stand through 40. As the second intermission comes to an end, the record went tied through 2. Evansville this year 9-2-3, Huntsville 5-4-3. Evansville won the first period, Huntsville won the second period. Let's see who wins the third. The first couple minutes should tell the story. Underway here in the third period of play. Big points on the line here in the next 20 minutes for both teams. This one's back to center ice. Cal Thacker for Corson. Deflected to the Huntsville line, taking it back and moved back to center by the Havoc. Bounces back in for Corson. It's back out by Baxter Cantor. Had the fight with Asselstein back in the second. Here comes Huntsville in the attack. Turn on the net front. Redirected wide. Good tie up by Barnaby. Another shot goes wide. Out the center goes. Blasted back in by Kaiser. Set aside by Osipchuk. Thacker's lead for Barnaby. Up with St. Jones. Across the line. The outside. Wrap around. Scores! Matthew Barnaby, 49 seconds in. Evansville takes a 4-3 lead. A wraparound tallies. He just came around the near side boards and around, and Mausek was not ready. Made a nice deke to the outside to fake out the defenseman and create some room in that far half. And he beats the defender in Mausek, and Evansville with a huge response. They're back in front. Second of the game, 13th of the year. He's got 3 goals this weekend. And Barnaby's goal from Zane Jones has made it 4-3 Evansville. That's the response they needed. This will be not iced as it's down ice, but Lubin was ahead of the play. Plavy, this lead for Sulliff, gloved up. And lead back in Nukovic. Passes back. Save also Chuck, pad save. Rebound blocked off by Lubin. Dangerous chance in response. This game nowhere near finished. Sulliff along the line. For Plavy near side, spinning away, creates room. Sulliff nearly in a chance just ahead of him. So the Thunderbolts in front, 4-3. Huntsville the other way. Here's Santini across the line, far side of backhander goes wide. Near side chance, Braid had it and lost it. Sykov Nice clear there. Back at the red line, Huntsville regroups. Played in by Sean Bates. Near side boards. Now down low, Pearson team against Butler. Good hit there by Tanner Butler. And now around the near side it goes. Stan Zykov on it. He will clear to center and down. Won't go far enough for icing. We're 2:10 gone in the third period. Thunderbolts lead 4-3 and a goal by Barnaby in the opening minutes. 2 goals tonight for him. It goes back to the Huntsville end boards. Sakalis double teamed. Taken by Barnaby. Knocked down cleanly. Taken back by Huntsville. Up ice carried. For a move to the outside. Back to the points. Cross to Kaiser. Near side walks. He shoots. Glove save. Osipchuk. And a big windup by Kaiser into the catching mitts of Braden Osipchuk for Huntsville's third shot of the period to Evansville's 1. 2:39 in. The faceoff is in the Evansville zone. It'll be Dara and Plevy. Off the straw to the near side, one back by Huntsville. Bove to the net front. Bouncing puck cleared away by Cronwall. Out comes Sutliff. 3 Thunderbolts up ice. St. Jones can't move on it. Taken back by the Huntsville Havoc and cleared. And icing will be called here. With 2:58 gone in the third period, the face-off back in the Huntsville zone. Well, despite that goal, Huntsville has been pushing. 1 goal is not going to be enough in this one. They have to keep up this momentum. False start on the straw. And the right side of Milesuk again. 2:59 gone in the period. Plevy for the faceoff. Faceoff won by the Havoc in turn. To the neutral zone, Baxter Cantor. Poke checked, able to get across the Evansville line, far wing side. Plevy staying with, or Lubin staying with him around the boards. Kaiser load up front, big save, Osipchuk. As going to the net front was Rob Darrell, point blank. This one sent wide. Osipchuk's gonna have a busy period. Schiavo near wing side, had to take it away, clear by Plevy. Back to the Huntsville zone, and back for it is Bove. Near side, back across the line, Schiavo holds up to the point. Across for the trailer, on the move. Save Osipchuk again, puck taken away by Sam Williams. To the neutral zone and back for this one. Regained by Schiavo, then Sullivan knocked down his own man. But they get bailed out as Holton plays it back to the Huntsville line. Loose puck battle for. Williams trying to work it free against Brainerd, jumping on his Zykov with speed in the zone. On his backhand, turns in a save. There's a rebound. Holton can't get the bouncing puck, and it's covered by Milesek. Near chance there as Zykov built up some speed and gained the puck. And Milesek forced to make a good save on the backhander and cover up quickly. And Holton nearly had a chance, but the puck just bounced on him. And the face-off stays in the zone. 3:59 gone in the third period now, and a shot lead of 4-2 for the Havoc. The Thunderbolts scoring to take a 4-3 lead on Barnaby's second of the game and third of the weekend. Off the draw, shot was blocked. To the point, Asselstein. Spot he scored yesterday. Trask takes it back to the inboards. Hanoun jumping in the puck. Barnaby's on it. To the net front, taken away by Trask. As both teams neutralize each other in front. Now Schiavo. Cross 3-on-3 into the Evansville zone. Nukovic drops it off. Schiavo forced to the corner by Hanoun. Gets back to the puck. Low to high for another shot. Save Osipchuk. There's a rebound. Hanoun chops it away. Kept in Nukovic to the far boards. Taken again. That shot blocked by Hanoun. Back to center. Havoc are going to throw everything but the kitchen sink on Osipchuk in the next 15 minutes, 15 seconds. Back along the Huntsville end boards, the Havoc regroup. St. Jones could have taken control. Taken back by Huntsville's Alec Brandra. To the neutral zone and across the line. Played it across. Lubin sends it back to the line, but it stays in. Bouncing puck taken to the near boards. Here is a move and a shot by Hepler blocked off. Near boards now. This is Piacentini. Around the inboard. Start playing to the front. Bounces away. Sullivan will take it. He will clear back to the Huntsville zone. This will not go far enough either for icing. 14:35 to go in regulation. Williams, Holton, Zykov, Cronwall, and Helms out for the Thunderbolts. Neutral zone play broken up for Huntsville. Zykov takes it away and works it back to Helms. Bench side play for Zykov. It is offside on Evansville. Matthew Barnaby scoring. 49 seconds into the first period. Thunderbolts in front 4-3, early third period of play.
Thank you, Tri-State, for voting Premier Tan the #1 tanning salon, 15 years and counting. At Premier Tan, we carry all your favorite lotions and accessories. And we offer the best in sunbed and sunless tanning with the latest state-of-the-art equipment. Plus, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can customize the perfect tanning package to fit any budget. Stop by today and see for yourself why Premier Tan is the #1 tanning salon. Premier Tan, with 5 convenient locations in Evansville, Newburgh, and Darmstadt.
5:45 gone, third period of play. Thunderbolts in front on a goal by Barnaby in the opening minute of the period. 4-3 the score. Center ice face-off coming up. Dara and Holton. Won by Holton and taken back by Helms. Now Williams. Off the bench side boards. Holton blew a tire. It's worked back to the Huntsville defenseman. Through the neutral zone, taken up now by Trask, who moves it deep. To the far corner goes Rob Dara. Now Butler battling away. Holton against Baxter Cantor. Butler with a free. Holton tied up by Dara again in the far corner. Around the boards now. Goes off a stick to the near side. Zykov doesn't clear it. Helms nearly took a high stick there. Held in at the point. Moving the wall is Beauvais. Zykov tripped up his own man. Here's Kaiser. Dara scores! Tied up again on a miscue in the defensive zone. Rob Dara's second of the game. As the Thunderbolts have been running into each other. And this time, Dara is left wide open with 6:29 gone in the third. It's a brand new game again, 4-4 the score. As Huntsville went on a continuous attack for the past 5 minutes of play after Barnaby scored. And they tied up. Now we get something going for the puck is dropped. Trask and Hanu. Now Corson jumps in. Lions were trying to stop this powder cake from exploding. And for the moment, they're successful. These two lines will stay out. Goal at 6:21 by Dara, 19th of the year, second of the game. 4-4 score. Off the draw, battle ensuing. Puck taken up by Johansson. Far wing side pass to the middle. Gets to Schiavo on the move. He deflects it out of play off an Evansville stick. And the face-off in the Evansville zone. And again, tied up. Go aside here in the third period of play. 13:21 to go in the third period on the blast by Rob Dara from the right circle. Conversations continuing as both sides get changes. Face off to the left side of Brain Osipchuk. Nukovic and Plummy for the face-off. Left side of Osipchuk. Off the draw, Plummy to the corner. Lubin ties his man up. Cronwall jumps into the corner. Up the boards and out to the neutral zone. Brandrup goes back for it. Around the near boards it goes and back to the neutral zone. Osipchuk will play it away. And Lubin will take it. Here's Plummy at the far side. Kaiser Bove assisting as this shot is just wide by Jones. Back to the way Huntsville has numbers. Trask, Cronwall coming back. Trailer Schiavo, miss wide. Gonna get a clean shot away. This one pinballs to the neutral zone. Milosek will touch in and play it as it's a penalty upcoming at Evansville. Delay penalty in Evansville. Kaiser across the line near side, touched up, and it's Lubin. A tripping penalty is the call on Evansville. And Huntsville, who are 1 for 2, go on a third power play. Austin Plummy is the man going to the box, and Huntsville has a chance to take the lead. 7:28 the time in the penalty on Plummy. Huntsville wasted no time in their power play in the second. That did tie it up. This is a crucial kill moment. Butler, Hanoun, Helms, and Holton for Evansville. Bates, Piacentini, Kaiser, Sharkey, Condon for the Havoc. Holton and Bates for the face-off. Left side of Osipchuk. Off the draw, one back by Holton to the end boards. Butler tied up. Rolled free into the near side corner. Battled still. Sharkey and Butler are in there. Holton now in the mix. Helms on the near side. Hanoun finds the puck. He will clear to center. 18 seconds gone in the power play. Sean Bates up ice. 2 goals for him tonight. Batting will shot well wide. Minutes a pass, and this one will be held in the line near side by Kaiser. Set up the goal moments ago. Near side, Bates back for a one-timer. Save Osipchuk. Hops down behind the nets. Maintained by Whistle, dead on a hand pass for Huntsville. And Piacentini able to shoot it to the far boards. And I'm surprised he didn't take an unsportsmanlike penalty conduct penalty for that. But the face-off is in the neutral zone. With 1:21 left in the power play and 11:52 left in regulation in a 4-4 game. In front of the penalty box occupied by Plevy. Thacker, Helms, Hanoun, Sulliff out for Evansville. Off the draw taken and one back to Dar for Huntsville. Around the end boards by the Havoc. Bounce to the near side. Thacker gets to it first, but he cannot clear. Trask in the near corner. Thacker takes it away. This one is cleared by Hanoun. Milosek will go between the hash marks and stop it down, and will hand it off. Halfway through this power play, a minute to go. 11:30 to go in regulation. 4-4 score. Helms takes it away. It's back to the Huntsville line, but right back up ice comes Huntsville. Dara across lines behind Thacker. Thacker trying to clear, can't do it. Dara to the line, held in. Nukovic on the move. Hands it back. Brandrup missed over the net. Drops down the near side of the net, and it goes back to the corner. Dara near side. Back to the point. Brandrup rushed by Sulliff across. Far corner. Back of the wall. Now Brandrup from the points. Shot off the post. Rebound, scores. And Huntsville has taken their first lead of the game with 10:59 to go, and that's a power play goal after it went off the post a split second before. I didn't see who put it in off the post, but Evansville trails for the first time tonight. At one point they led 3-0, now they trail 5-4. Huntsville 2 for 3 tonight on the power play. They are 3 for 5 this weekend. Evansville's penalty kill woes continue. And Huntsville, who are down 4-3 early in the period, have scored 2 unanswered. Evansville on the forecheck, fresh off the draw. Corson to the net, run back to Cronwall. Shot stopped by Milosek. Far corner, Sam Williams. And now the Thunderbolts definitely have to get something going now. Sai Nukovic gets credit for the goal. This one played back to the Evansville end, and Cronwall will go get it. Brad Rupp and Schiavo get the assist. Huntsville's back in the attack. Dar near side. Low to high. Save. Rebounds. Stopped in a penalty upcoming, and it's on Evansville. And Corsi gets knocked down. That draws a penalty in response as Chance Bray lost his composure. That's a good bounce for Evansville. You can't afford any penalties now. If you're the Thunderbolts, and that draws a penalty as Corson was knocked down. So we'll get matching Miners with 10-10 to go. Chance Braden will go for the havoc. And it'll be Brandon Lubin for Evansville. So Lubin was going to get the initial penalty. It was going to be a Huntsville penalty until Chance Braid gave the shot to Corson. And that'll make it 4-on-4. The Thunderbolts did score on the 4-on-4 back in the first period of play. And right now, they got to find any bounce they can get. Outshot already in this period, 10 shots to 2. Four-on-4 for 2 minutes. Penalties at 9:50 to Lubin and Braid. Nukovic Condon with Brandrup and Schiavo. Helms out with Plevy. Tanner Butler and Derek Sullivan. Since the Thunderbolts took down 3-0 lead, Huntsville has outscored them 5-1. This one's back to center. Sullivan a race for it. 1-on-1 against Condon. Plays to the end boards and Malsek sets it aside. Schiavo works it back defensively to Nukovic. We're now past the halfway point of this third period. It's a 5-4 lead for the Havoc. Up ice Condon across the line. Brandrup moving to the middle. Now Nukovic right circle. Brandrup in the middle. This shot blocked by Helms. Near corner Sullivan now. Pass taken by and intercepted by Plevy. To the neutral zone with Helms. 2-on-3. Thunderbolts change in progress. Plevy across the line. Hands off. Corsic, quick shot, save Malsek. Rebound over the nets. Near side Thacker. Corson goes behind the nets. Low to high. Thacker loads it. Say Malsek fought it off. Boy, if there was ever a time that Thacker could have used a goal there. 4-on-4 continues for another 56 seconds. Corson plays it deep while taking the check from Sharkey. Back down low, taken by Bove for Huntsville. Under 9 minutes to play in regulation, 45 seconds left in 4-on-4 time. Barnaby couldn't block the pass. This one deflected, but gets to Sharkey across the line now. It is Sharkey actually from the neutral zone. Again, I apologize. The numbers aren't exactly easy to read on these specialty jerseys that Huntsville is wearing. Carried up by the Havoc now across the line. Sean Bates, 2 goals tonight. Muscled away at the blue line, but able to move along under pressure. Gets it back. Bates on the move. Blocked off. There's a puck loose. It's back to the neutral zone. Carried by Corson, 3-on-3. With Helms and Barnaby. Try to feed Barnaby to the outside. It's along the inboards. Barnaby takes it. Barnaby to Helms on the near point. Fakes to the inside. Draws. Moves. He missed over the nets. Nearly got there as he got around 2 Havoc players. This one's back to the neutral zone. Butler feeds it back to Helms. We're back to 5-a-side hockey. 7:55 to go now in the third. Thunderbolts trail by a 5-4 score. This lead goes off the skates of Chance Bray. This one's turnover. Schiavo turns. Missed wide. Firewall kept in. Trask plays it back to the inboards. Asselstein there. Battling Schiavo this around the far boards. This will go to the point. Brandrup maintains. Plays it back down low. Asselstein presses him out of the play. That was John Schiavo down low. Blocked off by Osipchuk. Around the near board. Zykov able to get this one back down ice. This will be iced by Evansville with 7:12 to go. And we'll go back to immediate timeout. Huntsville takes a 5-4 lead. 7:12 to go now in regulation.
Septic and drain problems can hit your home or business at any time. That's why Joe Beard & Sons Corp. is here for you 24/7. That's right, no matter when your drains clog or your grease traps back up, even if it's 2 in the morning, emergency services are just a phone call away. We've been serving the community for over 65 years and have built a reputation of superior service at affordable rates. Put our experience to work for you and call today, 812-423-6616.
7:12 to go in the third period. Evansville had a 4-3 lead on a goal by Barnaby. 49 seconds in. Rob Dar tying it with 6:29. Cy Nukovic a power play goal 2 minutes and 32 seconds later to make it 5-4 Huntsville, their first lead of the game. The pressure is on Evansville. They're outshot 11-5 so far this third period of play. They have been dominated at long stretches in the past 30 minutes of play. They have to find a way to respond soon. Time is going to very quickly become their enemy if Huntsville doesn't extend their lead, because they have threatened, and Osipchuk is keeping them in this game. Hasselstein behind the net off the face-off win. It's out to the blue line, but held in by Huntsville. This one goes wide. Thunderbolts also getting pinned in their own zone. They were better about in the first period, just getting the puck out of the zone. But as of late, they're starting to get caught more and more. This one played in by Huntsville. Butler goes back for it. Against Sharkey around the near side. It's cut off by Cantor to the far ball. Dara against Jones, held in. Quick shot blocked by Zane Jones nicely. It's back to center. Ranrup will stay ahead of Zane Jones back to the Huntsville zone. Zane Jones on the forecheck trying to steal it away. Trying to draw a penalty, can't do it. Dara near side. Gets it back to the neutral zone, taken by Cronwall. 6:26 to go. Cronwall. Dara now, Piacentini. Across the line, but battling Cronwall. Down to the near side corner. Braid can't get to the net, taken away by Plevy. Here comes Hanoun with Sutliff and Plevy 3-on-3, now 3-on-4. Bank to the end boards, but taken by Bove. Chance Braid around the far side, carried by Kaiser. This one worked on goal. Off of Osipchuk, taken by Cronwall. Off the glass. This one deflects out of play. With 5:50 to go, a quick look at the Thunderbolts' upcoming schedule presented by La Quinta, the official host hotel of the Evansville Thunderbolts. At home next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the 14th and 15th against the Ice Flyers. 7:15 face-off on Saturday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. In Quad City, Tuesday the 17th at 7:10 p.m. In Birmingham, March 20th, a Friday at 7:30. And then home against Huntsville on March 21st. That is a Sunday. No, that's a Saturday at 7:15 p.m. That'll be the last time these two teams meet in the regular season. And still, I'd say a 1-3 chance these two teams meet in the playoffs. The way this weekend's gone, I'm not sure that would work out well. You never know. Playoffs are a different animal. Taken by Corson. Around the near boards it goes. Tanner Butler too with 5:37 to go. Thunderbolts did manage to come back from a 2-goal deficit in the final 6 minutes last night. Plays whistled dead with Huntsville in possession. It's a hand pass. In the neutral zone with 5:32 to go. And again, last night the Thunderbolts trailed 4-2 in the final 6 minutes. Derek Sulliff made it a 1-goal game and Butler had tied it. So the Thunderbolts are still in this game, and Braden Osipchuk is a big reason for it. 42 shots on goal for Huntsville. He has stopped 37. Levy against Rob Dar for the faceoff. Won by Rob Dar, placed it to the end boards. And the Evansville end, stopped down by Osipchuk. Thacker, far side, Barnaby can't handle it. Again, Huntsville maintains the zone. Thacker with a steal, and it's stolen away by Sharkey. Baxter Cantor, pressed by Asselstein. Battle ensuing, clock still ticking, 5:08 to go now. Final 5 minutes of play brought to you by the Tri-State Athletic Club. Barnaby, pass tip, but makes his way to Sulliff, 2-on-2 with Plevy. Now within the final 5 minutes of regulation time, Thunderbolts down by a goal, 5-4. Back out comes Huntsville. They'll watch Osipchuk to see when he goes to the bench for an extra attacker. Near side Cantor. To the net front, bounces behind the nets. Far corner Cantor trying to send to the front, it's blocked off. Helms will take it. Handed off to Sulliff on the near wing side. Here's Helms with speed, he breaks in. Helms missed wide. And the net comes off the moorings. Went in a little too fast and bumped in a millisecond in the net without a shot on goal. Close chance there, but it remains a lead for Huntsville. Back in a moment.
Imagine if banking weren't just about transactions to get you in and out the door. What if it focused on opening closed doors? And when opportunity arises, lending a hand to build new ones. At Old National Bank, our most gratifying moments aren't measured in numbers, but in how we touch people's lives, and we plan to keep it that way. That's our purpose as a community bank. Learn more about what we do and why at oldnational.com/real purpose. Old National Bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Well, the next 4:29 can make all the difference for Evansville, trailing 5-4. These two teams meet again on March 21st for the last time this regular season at the Ford Center. That is a Saturday night at 7:15. Evansville came in this weekend leading the season series 3-1. If things don't change in the next 4:29, Huntsville will tie the season series up and sweep the weekend series. Evansville got a point last night. At the very least, another point tonight would be great. Off the draw, the far side controlled by Huntsville in the defensive zone faceoff. This lead evades Piacentini. Will not be an icing either. Far corner, Braden Butler max up. Taken by Holton. Again, a watch for Osipchuk. Still a couple minutes till he probably goes. Holton shot, blocked off. A slow shot there, stopped by Malasek. 4:10 to go now. The Thunderbolts return home on Saturday the 14th to take on the Pensacola Ice Flyers at 7:15 p.m. First 1,000 fans in the building get a player trading card set presented by Lyondell Vassell. For tickets, call 812-422-BOLTS. Buy online at EvansvilleThunderbolts.com or get tickets at the Ford Center box office. Blovey, Corson, Sulliv, Cronwall, and Lubin out for Evansville for this face-off with 4:10 to play in regulation. Evansville with 7 shots on goal this period, Huntsville with 12. Thunderbolts have gotten some chances, but still trail. This one to the far corner, Huntsville winning the draw. Corson challenging. Worked along by Huntsville, and out they will come. Schiavo through the neutral zone. Assist on the go-ahead goal by Nukovic. This shot goes wide. Around the boards, Nukovic holds, plays it up the wall. Here's curling to the middle, Schiavo for the net front. Osipchuk makes the save. Off of Scott Tresker, remember that save. Sulliv clears back to center. All the way down it goes. This will go far enough for icing, just barely, and icing is called in Evansville with 3:42 to go. So that line has to stay out. Huntsville will change. Dara, Cantor. Along with Sakalis, Johansson, and Sharkey. Dara, Plummy for the faceoff. Lubin will take it. He will clear to center. Bounces back to the Huntsville zone with 3:30 to go. Johansson near side boards back to center. Dara plays it deep. Osipchuk behind the net stops it down. Thacker up for Corson. Far wing side up for Zane Jones. Across the line, Zane Jones on the move. Lost control of the puck. It's back to center. Up ice now. It is Sharkey across the line, slowly handing off. Backhander well wide by Sakels to the far wall. Barnaby will get to it. Back to the neutral zone. Zykov moving up 1-on-2. Trying to get through the defenseman. Couldn't do it to the near side corner with 3 minutes to play. Piacentini with a tank. Handing off now, and up ice comes Huntsville. This one played back to the Evansville end boards. Helms back against Piacentini. Thacker. Far wall, quick shot, stopped by Osipchuk and no rebound. 2:42 to go now, and the faceoff stays in the Evansville ends. And again, it won't be long now until Osipchuk goes to the bench. But again, when it comes to man advantage of Thunderbolts, who are 0 for 3 tonight in the power play, With Ostruck pole, they have to up the ante on the attack. Taken by Helms. Back to center. Knocked down. Zykov carries with Plivey. Plivey in the move for the trail. Sulliff had it worked away. It's an offside on Evansville. Late whistle. Thacker arguing immediately. So I'd have to think they'll add at least a second back to the clock with 2:32 to go. So whistle didn't go till all the way till Sulliff was going to the net. So 2:32 to go. The face-off is outside the Huntsville zone. Thunderbolts still trailing 5-4 and outshot 14-7 this period. Shot 44-26 for Huntsville in the game. Evansville at one point led the game 3-0 in the score and 11-10 in the shots. That changed quickly in the seconds. Levy loses a draw to Bates. It's back to the Huntsville end boards with 2.5 to go. Near side boards back to center. Cronwall can't handle the puck. It's back all the way down. Lubin goes back for it. And a turnover to Piacentini. Around the nets. Low to high pass. Condon. Lowe's puck in front. Worked away by Cronwall with 2:10 to go. Up the near side. Corson trying to clear. He's battling away. With Condon taken by Piacentini. Relentless here for Huntsville. 2 minutes to go now. Taken by Cronwall. Gets to the line and it's turned over again. Shot by Brandrup deflects on goal and stopped and covered by Osipchuk. And he'll hold on for a whistle. With 1:50 to go, and both coaches have used their timeouts. Huntsville's was used after the Thunderbolts took a 2-0 lead. Evansville used theirs when Huntsville mounted their comeback and made it a 1-goal game before they tied it. Face off to the left side of Osipchuk. Nukovic with Trask and Schiavo. Along with Beauvais and Sakalis, Evansville has Holton out. With Helms, Butler, Jones, and Hanoum. It's a face-off win for Holton. Helms around for Hanoum. Gets it back to center with 1:44 to go. Bouncing puck. Taken back by Huntsville at the red line. Nukovic back to Butler. Battle of the blue line as the linesman fell down. Taken by Holton. Gets to Havoc, gets around him. He's checked down hard on the plate. It's a penalty on Huntsville. Osipchuk's got to go now. Thunderbolts have control of the puck, and now it's touched up. Not sure why they just didn't take it up ice. It was a 6-on-5 to begin with. It's a boarding penalty with 1:26 to go. Holton was turning and Trask nailed him. Rather, Stephen Beauvais at 18:34, and this is last call for Evansville. The Thunderbolts have a 5-on-4 power play, and Osipchuk is still on the ice. Can go to make it 6-on-4. They have to do something here. It'll heavily weigh on if the Thunderbolts win this face-off to start things off. As it stands, it's 5-on-4. Osipchuk halfway to the bench. Barnaby, Hanoun, Lubin, Plevy, and Sulliff for Evansville. 1:26 to go. It's a power play for Evansville. 0 for 3 tonight, and they have to find a way to connect here. Off the draw taken. Plevy. Quick shot deflected, blocked off. It's taken by Hanoun near side. Osipchuk on the bench. It's a 6-on-4. Last call for Evansville as they'll put in all their chips into the table. Hanoun down low. Sulliff. Far corner Plevy. Corson is the high guy waiting at the blue line. He has it. Minute to go now. Plevy, side of the net, sub to the net front. Hanoun, he's stopped by Milesek. Near side, Hanoun again with 55. Behind the net, Plevy. Goes to the far wall. Corson from the points. One-timer deflected as wide. Loose puck behind the net. Sullivan and Hanoun jump in. Controlled by Plevy with 38 seconds to go. 6-on-4 attack. Sullivan near corner. Behind the net, Plevy takes it away. Far corner. 30 to go. Shot off the side of the net. Loose puck stuffed. Didn't go in. Another shot blocked. Where is it? It's in the crease. They score! Matthew Barnaby rounds the hat trick and has tied the game. Incredible. A hat trick for Matthew Barnaby. The third goal, the greatest of the three, the most meaningful of the three, and the tying goal of the three. With 20.8 seconds left, we're tied again. This team continues to find ways. The second Thunderbolts hat trick of the season. Matthew Barnaby is the one that gets it. A 4-goal weekend. He's got 14 goals on the year. What a weekend and what a night for number 84, and a hat will make its way on the ice. As we mentioned, there was a strong contingent of Evansville fans here in the building tonight. 20 seconds to go, it's 5-5. It's at the Evansville line with 13. And 10 seconds as the clock rounds down, puck along the neutral zone boards. We're going to overtime, folks. The crowd reaction sells it all. Barnaby with 20.8 seconds to go. In regulation, ties it up at 5. Overtime coming up is brought to you by Deaconess. That gives Evansville a huge point. They will have at least 2 this weekend out of 4 possible. Huntsville will get a 3rd point this weekend. Let's tell you briefly how we got there again. First period, 3 goals for Evansville. Barnaby, Jones, and Helms made it 3-0. Huntsville, a second period response. Rob Dara and 2 goals by Sean Bates. Matthew Barnaby scored 49 seconds into the third, put Evansville in front 4-3. Rob Dara, Sajunukovic, 2.5 minutes apart, made it 5-4 at Huntsville. And then with 20 seconds left, the goaltender pulled. Matthew Barnaby completes the hat trick. And 5-5 is your score. This has been a heart-stopping weekend. It has been an exciting weekend of action. And again, a potential playoff preview of what's to come in just 1 month from now. Evansville is now 6 points away from clinching a playoff spot. The Thunderbolts didn't have a good overtime again. For the second straight night, Huntsville won last night in the shootouts, 5-4. They're 11-2 in overtime this year. Evansville is 3-3 in games decided in overtime. A chance, an opportunity they've earned for some payback. Barnaby Nukovic for the faceoff underway in overtime. Chiavo Johansson and Nukovic for the havoc. It's Barnaby, Corson, and Helms for Evansville. 3-goal night for Matthew Barnaby. Helms also with a goal tonight. Huntsville has control. 15 seconds in and up ice they come. Across the line, this is moving. Nukovic shot blocked by Helms. Gets his own rebound. It's loose. Near side, Johansson also trying to get back up and does. Johansson from the blue line. Scary moment there. Huntsville regroups in the neutral zone. Back across Johansson near side. Save Osipchuk. Rebound, Barnaby gets to it. Helms will take it now. Barnaby will go off for a change. Corson waiting as well. Helms on the regroup. Barnaby off, Plevy on. It is Helms now for Plevy. Plevy to the net front. Doing a save off of Corson on a redirect. One shot aside in overtime. Near side, Lubin. Deflected wide of the net. Miles Seckel played himself. And the Havoc will go back for it. So 1:20 gone in overtime. They have Kaiser, Piacentini. 2 of their 3 and joined by Sean Bates. It's up to the neutral zone. Lead for Nukovic, back is Sutliff. Makes a move on the backhand. Blocked off. Puck is loose and covered by Osipchuk. Two shots for Huntsville, 1 for Evansville in overtime. 3:27 left in the 5-minute frame. Another game is also in overtime. Roanoke and Quad City tied at 4. Pensacola has won 7-2 over Fayetteville. And Peoria currently up 3-2 on Birmingham late in the third. 3:27 to go in overtime, 5-5 score. Holton with Helms and Plumby. Thunderbolts take control of the draw. Sharkey battling in the corner, controlled by Plumby. It is Plumby up ice for Helms up the near side. Gets to it, has a lane. Helms can't shoot it, now he does up the side of the net. Plumby, Holton blocked off on a diving play. Loose puck, Plumby can't shoot it. It's on the goal crease, and it's covered up by Milasek. The Huntsville player that's slain to block the shot may have saved the game for Huntsville. A broken stick on the ice as well, and it belonged to I'm not even sure who. 3:04 to go in overtime. Shots are 2 aside. Scratched at 3-2 for Evansville. Face off in the Huntsville zone. They have Nukovic for the face off. Hanoun for Evansville, joined by Lubin and Zykov. Hanoun, Thunderbolts control the draw. Zykov, Lubin can't shoot it. Hanoun far side. Goes to the corner. Zykov far side. Taken down. Roll the clean play. Stays in control of the puck. Huntsville player dropped the stick. Turns back up to the middle. Zykov blocked. Loose puck. They score! Holy Hannah, the Thunderbolts have won it in overtime. They have snatched victory from the hands of defeat. A chaotic end to a great weekend. We're not done yet, though. A mix-up at center ice as Max Malasek very upset. That draws a lot of Evansville players over. The action of hockey is over for the weekend, but the physical is not. Linesmen have built up a bit of a divide. Max Malasek still incensed. Osipchuk came up for a friendly greeting with Piacentini and another Huntsville player. There is nothing but civility there, or everything of civility. Max Malasek is still very incensed, and Rob Dar is holding him back. Glenn Natulio himself has come off the Huntsville bench to corral his players. Evansville's players will now go off. As we see an array of taunts and salutes from the fans. Stay classy, Huntsville. And Max Malasek still shouting to the officials and perhaps the Evansville players. But the Thunderbolts have won it by a 6-5 score in overtime. The goal at 2:21 of the overtime period. I didn't see who put it in. I'm still waiting to find out. But the Thunderbolts pull off a major victory. They trailed 5-4 in the final minutes. Barnaby completing the hat trick with the tying goal with 20 seconds to go. And then the Thunderbolts take it in overtime and get revenge against the Huntsville Havoc. A huge victory. And I emphasize a huge, huge victory for Evansville. Both teams will take 3 points out of the weekend. The goal again at 2:21. I'm still waiting to find out who got credit for it. It is D'Amico Hanoun from Lubin and Zykov at 2:21 as the Thunderbolts win it 6-5. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back for the Old National 3 stars of the game and post-game reports. The Thunderbolts pull it off 6-5. They are the victors tonight.